o'clock. Shall we start? How is everybody? Can we have the videos on? Rajesh ji, Rakesh Krishna, Mr. Venkat, how are you? Cannot hear you. Namaste, Rakesh ji.
All good. Namaste, sir. All good. Can start.
Any questions? By the time people join, कुछ question answer session ले सकते हैं हम लोग.
Yeah. What about these terms like ROA and all? Of course, your app is a source of information to get the update information about whatever the company. But then, what is the real source of getting it? Is it from the company's website or what it is?
It is from many sources actually.
Okay.
Different sources we collect and then we put it at one place for you.
For your app is fine, but then otherwise, I mean, is it from the NSE's website or it is from the?
Oh, NSE, yeah, it is from NSE, BSE, from many places actually.
Okay. Okay.
So data is quite accurate. You can check. We audit the data. The data is very accurate.
But then you must be updating it every some periodically, no? Maybe
every day it gets updated. There are 2 lakh codings done. And
Okay.
data comes from 15 sources. It is automatically coded and goes. We don't do it manually. Nothing is done manually.
Okay, so it is updated every day.
Every day, yes.
Oh, okay.
By 8 o'clock in the evening, it's updated. So whatever news results comes on the day, it gets updated in the evening by 8 o'clock.
Okay.
All the technical tools, all the prices, everything.
So it's a huge work.
Yeah. I mean, like he's saying, it is already all
It's automated. You can't do it
automated.
manually. It is not possible to do anything manually.
Yeah.
Literally, it's not
Completely automated.
Sir,
Yeah.
where can we find the price to make entry?
Price to make entry. First, you have to learn what is to enter. Then you decide.
Okay.
पहले तो ये डिसाइड करेंगे ना कि लड़की या लड़का किससे शादी करेंगे कि पहले डिसाइड करेंगे शादी का डेट.
Right.
First you have to learn किस कौन सा लड़की लड़का से शादी करना है.
Okay.
So first I am teaching you which is the good stock.
Okay.
And then tomorrow we will teach you how to enter the stock. What is the
Okay,
price?
Okay.
पहले लड़की लड़का अच्छा है कि नहीं, सुंदर है कि नहीं, लड़का कमाता है कि नहीं, वो तो देख लीजिए.
अभी कमाना तो आप सिखा रहे हो ना?
नहीं, अभी तो कमाना सिखाया नहीं. अभी तो मैं दिखा रहा हूँ कि लड़का लड़की अच्छा है कि खराब है, वो तो देख लो पहले. रिस्क क्या है? What is the risk? अगर कहीं भूल से गलत जवाई ले आए या गलत लड़की ले आए तो उसका सफर तो हम लोग को होना पड़ेगा ना जिंदगी भर.
सही बात.
Okay.
So first is minimize risk.
Yes.
So first thing which the investors do not understand is they never minimize risk.
Yeah.
So the QBS is actually a risk minimizing tool. It is actually a risk minimizing tool. So if you invest in good companies which has a great track record, so when the market falls, these stocks tend to fall very less. That is the beauty of QBS.
Sir, one golden words what you told. I'm really by mistake. Even I invested in a very high levels or irrespective of any levels, I did a back analysis after our yesterday's training. All these good stocks, what you said with the QBS, good QBS, has given so many opportunities for us to re-enter, sir. That's a beauty. That even kitna bhi market gate, it has given so much of numerous opportunities to enter or to average. So usme average karna is not something bad because it has already given us the results, even though the things are bad. It has given so many opportunities. That was a wonder I saw that.
Yeah.
But sir, for final selection at the right time, don't you think technicals are also very important?
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be teaching. वही तो बोला ना, पहले लड़की
अच्छा.
चुनेंगे, फिर लड़की को शादी कब करेंगे लड़की से वो कल बताएंगे.
ठीक है.
वही तो सेम ही क्वेश्चन है ना गिरीश जी का.
Right.
पहले लड़की लड़का के बारे में जान लीजिए, लड़की अच्छी है कि लड़का अच्छा है.
ठीक है.
Okay.
Shall we start?
Yeah, I think
Yes,
we
Yes, sir. I think it's better.
the 19
yes,
participants
we
are
can.
there.
Okay, so basically yesterday we were sharing about quality business score. So what is the main purpose of quality business score? What does before you tell me, I want you to tell me what is a quality business score. Because just वो PPT में डाल देना, it's a risk minimizing tool डाल देना तो. Vikash?
Okay.
What is QBS? QBS का purpose क्या है? QBS क्यों देखना है? मैं before you answer me, you think about it, so that your brain becomes very clear. Then I will show you the proof also.
I'm not choosing a wrong stock, sir. I'm choosing a
what
right
and
stock.
why to buy.
Okay. Right stock. What is the purpose of QBS?
What and why to buy.
QBS gives you good
Minimizing
returns.
risk. Minimizing risk.
Minimum.
What does QBS give you good returns?
No.
QBS gives you average returns, huh, friend? QBS gives you average returns. QBS gives you average return. मतलब 10 से 12% return देगा. But what does it protect you from? What is the beauty of QBS?
The risk of losses.
Risk of losses is greatly minimized in QBS.
Minimized.
Yes.
Matlab, if the index will fall 10%, great companies will, all the 127 companies which I've given you the list, 18 and above, they will fall not more than 44. If the index will fall 10%, those stocks average will not fall more than 10%. That is the beauty of QBS. QBS is a risk minimizing tool. The issue with investors is they don't have concept of risk minimizing. And that is why they get very scared when the market falls. So QBS reduces your fear of market fall. It is a risk minimizing tool. It reduces your fear when the market falls. That is the power of QBS. Are we communicating, friends? QBS
Yes, sir, clear.
had a track record of the
Right,
company so good, the quality of the company so good that every fund manager is interested to buy these stocks. So whenever a good company falls, there are many people who enter the stock and takes the prices up. That is why your risk reduces greatly in QBS. That is the beauty of QBS. Please understand, because if the PPT is ready, if you mention this.
Yeah, ready.
So you have to understand that there is always a reason when you are doing investment. You have to first understand, minimize risk, maximum returns. So yesterday and today, we are focusing on minimizing risk. Tomorrow and day after, we will be focusing on maximizing returns. Okay, so minimize risk, maximize return. That should be the thought process of a great investor, which usually these skills are not available because it is not given. So the purpose of QBS is a risk minimizing tool. The track record of this company is so good that every fund manager buys it when the market falls, Vikash. So when the market falls, you should not be fearful. When the market falls, you should not be fearful, because see the beauty. So whenever you invest in any company greater than 18, it always beats the market. Can you see? This is the proof. So anything above 18, 19 is even super. Obviously the 19 is even better. But 18 and above, if you invest in the market, you are never going, if the market falls by 20%, your stocks will also fall only 20%. Maximum. That is the beauty of minimizing risk. It's a risk minimizing tool. Are we communicating, friends? Can somebody repeat what is the purpose of QBS? Risk of losing, fear of losing. fear of losing. So if you do this, you will be very happy that, if I'm invested in good track record companies, I know market, because market can fall anytime. Yes or no? Can you predict that the market, you see what happened? There was a news in UK and Monday the market fell. Did somebody notice that our companies fell very least on that day? Anybody checked? Mr. Venkat, did you check? Our companies fell very less that day.
When, sir?
On
Which
Monday,
day is that?
last Monday.
Ah, yes, sir. Yeah, you're right.
Down from 10,800 to 10,100.
Yes.
Our stocks fell very less. Did you check?
Yes, you're right, sir. You're right.
Did you? I don't know how many people invested it. Our stocks it fell. But if the market fell by 5-6%, many of our stocks only fell by 3%, 4%, 5%. That's it. So the concept with the investor is they do not have the concept of, the investor does not have the concept of minimizing risk. So first we want to teach you, that is why people like Ramdev Agarwal and all the intelligent people, their first concept is buy quality companies with a good track record so that the risk is minimized to a great extent. That should be the main purpose of a fund manager. How do you minimize risk? Are we communicating, friends? Are you able to understand the concept?
Yes, sir. Clearly.
Yes, sir.
So, sorry. Okay, any questions? Everybody has joined? Anybody checked their Demat account? Did they check the QBS score of the shares which they have in the Demat? Did anybody did any checking? What is the score of my shares in my Demat account? Did anybody check? Did anybody see that what is the risk they are carrying? If the market will fall today, what is the risk they are carrying in the stocks which they have? Did you check that? Yes or no?
But the percentage of returns in most of the companies indicated here is negative.
Which company? Which
this screen that we can see here.
Because we are showing you when the market fell in 1 year, when the market made a low. So obviously, but you see the comparison. The benchmark fell 33%, but our share only fell 5%. Obviously, the market will fall, share will fall. Do you have expectation if the market will fall, your share will not fall?
Quite true.
But what I'm trying to teach you is that if you're investing in good quality companies, you will fall very less. So another reality you have to keep, there is nobody in the world who, if the market will fall, and this is the most drastic fall in 100 years. This is the most drastic fall in 100 years. I'm captured the worst fall of the market in 20 days. In that also QBS is working. This is the worst scenario. February, March was the worst fall in 100 years. Yes or no?
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir.
That I have tested QBS. In the normal market, it is fantastic.
So one question.
Yes.
Sir, in small cap, the effect of QBS is become less?
Obviously.
As compared to...
Yes, okay. Small cap is more riskier in falling markets than large cap.
Okay.
So you have to know, this is another truth which I can show you. Very good question. So small cap, if the market will fall, small cap, but if you see, even because it is a good QBS, the small cap also not fell very badly.
Yes.
Compared only 15%. That is not bad in a small cap. But if it is below 1,000 crore, then that is very dangerous. So try not to invest in companies below 1,000 crores. This is another major fault which the investors do. So I usually tell them buy companies. Who buys companies below 2,000 crore market cap or 1,000 crore market cap? Anybody buys companies below 2,000 crore, 1,000 crore market cap? Anybody? Nobody? Or you don't know what stock you buying, what is the market cap of that in your demat?
In fact.
Rakesh ji?
In fact, sometimes.
You have to be very careful क्योंकि जब बाजार गिरेगा तो आपको बहुत बड़ा नुकसान होगा.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes.
In your filter, basically, you are also there's something called low volume stocks and illiquid stocks. I trust that whether these kind of low market cap stocks are automatically to some extent is filtered out. Is that right, sir?
It's already done in the filter already.
Okay. So in a way that I will always get only a good liquid stocks only.
Yes, I always remove, so if you see, we always remove the low liquidity stocks and very high risky stocks, we always remove.
Which is good. So even by mistake also we don't land up into something.
By mistake, you don't invest in a bad stock.
Right.
So we try to protect the investor. That is the key element we are doing. Yes, please.
हाँ सर, मार्च के बाद अभी तक का रिटर्न कितना वो है क्या स्टॉक पे?
कल आपको दिखाएंगे रिटर्न कैसे बढ़ाते हैं, कल सिखाएंगे.
ओके.
अभी क्या सिखा रहे राजेश जी?
अभी लॉस कम करने के लिए.
अच्छा लड़की या अच्छा लड़का से शादी करना.
हाँ.
रिस्की लड़की लड़का, शराब पीने वाला लड़का से शादी नहीं करना. समझ में आया नहीं है राजेश जी क्या सिखा रहे हैं?
हाँ.
पहले सिखा रहे रिस्क. समझिए कि पहले रिस्क को मैनेज करना सीखिए. रिस्क मैनेज कर लेंगे तो उससे सबसे बड़ा फायदा क्या होगा? डर खत्म हो जाएगा.
बराबर.
जब डर खत्म होगा उसके बाद ही आप पैसा कमा पाएंगे. फर्स्ट रिमूव द फियर. ये जो फियर है ना इन्वेस्टर्स को, that what is going to happen if the market will fall, this is first has to be removed, so you can be invested in the stock market all the time.
Right, sir.
Are we communicating? What are we trying to teach you? Sir, what you are learning is some very, very important concepts of the stock market. Minimizing risk is a very important concept which the general investor does not understand. They have no understanding of minimizing risk. So what I want to train you is minimizing risk is very important, and minimizing risk is done through QBS. This is what I want to teach everybody. Okay, so please do not underestimate the power of QBS. QBS is a very scientific score which will protect you. Okay, now tomorrow I will teach you how you will generate returns. I will teach you that also, because that is the ultimate aim. Reduce the risk, increase the return. Yes or no?
Yes.
There should be only two principles: reduce the risk, increase the return.
Yes.
So what you need to do is, what not to do in the stock market is very important. QBS will minimize risk to protect the investor. And tomorrow we'll be speaking about AGS, which will increase your return. So in AGS is a very dangerous formula, because when the market will go up, it will give you very good returns. But when the market will fall, you will lose a lot of money in AGS. What is QBS? QBS, when the market will fall, your stocks will not fall very high. But when the market will rise, QBS will not give you it will give you return, but not very good returns. So you understand what is the secret of QBS and AGS? So these two scores are complementary. It goes together. It is two sides of the same coin.
Like inversely proportional.
Yeah, so
just opposite.
Balance. How you make a strategy which is balanced, where you protect your risk, at the same time you increase your return. I know you have no idea what you're learning. I'm telling you, friends. It has taken me 20 years to build this formula. And all the
Amazing,
fund
sir.
managers are building this formula. I'm telling you, if you understand this, you can start managing funds for others. Once you understand the concept.
Yeah.
Once you understand the concept.
The one question, sir,
Yes.
actually, I want to know your strategy for the strong buy, which shares the value stack given the strong buy.
Yeah,
Because
we
I
will
find
share,
some
we will share.
courses,
It will share today. We will share today. It's part of the course.
because despite of QBS and AGS, you haven't given the strong buy.
Yeah, but you have to first understand what is QBS and AGS, because strong buy comes from that only. So if you don't understand if you don't sometimes aloo and sabji, then you cannot make full sabji. You have to know all the ingredients. Sure, what is small, strong buy made of? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So first you have to know. Then you say, oh, but then please explain what is strong buy made of. So that is what we will teach you.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Sir, and another one of the objective which I'm quite interested, which I have never heard from anyone, like anyone. I mean, whenever there's a market correction, obviously with this knowledge and everything, definitely I always see an opportunity to enter good stocks during the market correction, obviously. But the question is that when market is all-time high, choosing a stock and investing, this is what one of the objective I was very much longing from this 4 days training, sir. Hope you will cover this.
We will cover it tomorrow.
When the market is high, that's actually thing is, as I said, that most of the analysts they say, because no matter the QBS.
When the market is high, you have to make sure that what do you want to do in the market is high. What is your objective? What should be your objective? To minimize risk, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. Minimize risk. Yes.
Right. So that is the time you make sure that you are only invested in good quality stocks. When the market is low, you can invest in slightly bad quality stocks. But when the market is high, you should never hold bad quality stocks.
Got it.
So that is what you're learning right now. When the market is high, don't have any one bad quality stock, because if the market will fall, that will take away all your profits.
It drastically, it will pull down everything. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to teach you something bigger than that. It's not only we have to have a balance that even if the market is high, I still get returns. And when the market is low, I still get returns. The question is, we have to have a balance. So the balance comes from minimizing the strategy to minimize risk, the strategy to maximize return. So 2 days, I focus on quality and minimizing risk. Tomorrow, I will only be focusing on maximizing returns. 2 days.
So you'll also cover the thing that how you conclude, how you come to a strong buy, hold and everything. That all you will cover in the day 3 and day 4, sir.
That is not important. Once you understand the concept, you will understand everything. Understand the what I am teaching you is bigger, deeper. Strong buy is not important. Important is that QBS and AGS is giving better returns than strong buy today, which I'm going to change. So strong buy is going to change. QBS and AGS is a much, much better risk management and maximizing return now. Okay, so which I will share with you. Okay, so let's continue the PPT, Vikash.
You are quite close to the holy grail, sir. Your magics are day by day is making me more exciting.
It's a continuous journey, friend. Be humble, because we are continuously learning. The day you think you have learned, that is your dead day. That is the day you'll start having losses.
100% true, sir.
So basically, you learn to minimize risk. Don't be greedy in the stock market, because if you become greedy, so what people are doing there right now, most of the people, like yesterday, somebody was saying, I'm buying those 2 rupee stocks. it is going to 13 rupees. It's a very dangerous strategy. It is a very high risk strategy, extremely high risk. And that is not the strategy you should learn. You should learn, low risk strategies. Okay. So that is a very important concept which is not clear. Guys, please show them the video of Pim van Vliet. So please understand, friends, what is the meaning of low risk and high return strategies which I'm training you. How do you come to low risk? So see the video. He is a fund manager who manages 100. Have you heard of Canara Robeco mutual fund? Have you heard of Canara Robeco mutual fund?
Yes. Yeah.
Robeco, he is the fund manager of Robeco, Rajesh ji, who manages $100 billion in Europe. उसका वीडियो दिखा रहा हूं अभी आपको, देखिए.
Your favorite fund, sir.
My favorite fund. So I am showing you the fund manager of Canara Robeco. उसका वीडियो देखिए. आवाज नहीं आ रहा है.
Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Here with Pim van Vliet. He's the portfolio manager for Robeco Conservative Equities. Thank you for being with us. Talk a little bit about today's market when it comes to conservative equities, as you call it.
Yeah, thanks, Charles. I see today's markets being very volatile, and that's basically caused by central banks who have very low interest rates. The growth of China is coming down. So basically, volatility is driving markets, but it has always been like that. As a whole, you see that despite this volatility, markets go up, and most of that is driven by dividends, and not so much is driven by price movements. So dividends are important, and volatility, which is high, can be reduced, and that's where conservative equities comes in. We can reduce volatility for our clients.
Reduce volatility, then the results, the yield goes down.
Yeah, that's what we've all been told at university. It's lower risk means lower return. That's what the professors tell us. And yeah, paradoxically, that's not the case. In my PhD thesis, I found out that low risk stocks give high risk adjusted returns.
That sounds too good to be true.
It is. The researchers call it an anomaly, which is a French word for we don't know. It's very strange. And this question puzzles me for almost the half of my life. I've been challenging this, looking at this, researching this. And yes, you can reduce your risk without giving up return.
So your fund must be popular.
It is. We have had a bit of tailwind in 2008 because we started in 2006 after I completed my thesis. And then, of course, the global financial crisis showed that it does pay to reduce your risk.
You have to explain this to us. How does it work? How does this strategy work with low risk, high yield? I mean, it sounds so illogical for me as an outsider.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a paradox. So what you do is you select stocks based on their volatility. Basically, you end up with more the boring stocks, and then you also screen for income, for dividend, and for good business momentum. And that's why we call it conservative equity stocks. And these stocks are proven to give you a better return. And why is that? Because in the market, most investors challenge the high flyers, the high risk stocks. So by going to this segment, you can get this good risk return profile.
How do you do your research? It must be complicated. It sounds simple, but it must be complicated research.
Yeah, it is simple and complicated at the same time. Mm-hmm. So that's also how we bring it to our clients. So we want to bring it as simple as possible and as complex as necessary. So we do use sophisticated computer models to model the trades. But at the same time, everybody in the process knows what's going on. In the end, it's just stocks with low risk, a good dividend, and a good momentum. That's it.
So you have a good track record. Look at the future a little bit. What are the prospects for the next 12 months, for example?
Yeah, the next 12 months prospects will be good since we talked about volatility, and if you can reduce it without giving up return, that's good. If you look more in the long term, we do see that there's a search for yield. So the populations are aging, they want good income, they search for yield and dividend. And if you can do that with a lower risk, that's really appealing. So we expect this conservative equity strategy to be very popular also in new markets going forward.
Another 10 years and you'll be still successful, you guess?
I expect and hope. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Friends, possible hai, low risk, higher return possible hai. So कल और आज मैं आपको सिखा रहा हूँ how do you reach good stocks with low risk. So all QBS above 19 or 18 is low risk stocks. आपका risk एकदम minimize हो जाता है. तो जो 127 stocks है, those are the low risk stocks of the market. तो fear आपकी कम हो जाएगी, डर कम लगेगा. बाजार क्या हाई है लो है उसको मत देखिए. Just be ready that low risk है, it is very very good. And tomorrow I will teach you momentum कि return कैसे बढ़ाते हैं. पहले risk कैसे कम करते हैं, फिर return कैसे बढ़ाते हैं. So that concept should be clear in the mind of an investor. Then you think very accurately. Are we communicating, friends? So अगर आप देखेंगे, there is a concept that if you invest in FD, it is a low risk, low return strategy. आप जितना risk लेंगे, उतना आपको return मिलेगा. हम लोग इसी में believe करते हैं, yes or no? हम लोग believe करते हैं, जितना risk लेंगे, उतना return मिलेगा. But वो गलत है. हम आपको दिखाएंगे, quality stock अगर invest करेंगे, उसमें risk कम होगा, और अगर उसमें मोमेंटम ऐड करेंगे तो उससे रिटर्न ज्यादा होगा. और ये मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूं, वर्ल्ड का एक इंटेलिजेंट आदमी जो वर्ल्ड में $100 बिलियन मैनेज कर रहा है वो बोल रहा है. बट इन्वेस्टर्स डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दिस. दे डोंट हैव द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मिनिमाइजिंग रिस्क एंड मैक्सिमाइजिंग रिटर्न. दिस इज व्हाट द फंड मैनेजर्स डू. सो दिस नॉलेज वाज नेवर शेयर्ड विद द इन्वेस्टर. Investors को इसका आइडिया नहीं था. So that is why when we shared this information, people think we are doing service, but it is our duty to share this information with as much people in the country so that they become intelligent investors, minimizing risk, maximizing return. That should be the thought process in the stock market. Why? Because stock market कभी भी गिर सकता है. Stock market may fall anytime. That is only God knows where it will fall. God forbid, कल हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर को कुछ हो गया, कल ही बाजार 2000 पॉइंट गिर जाएगा. But if you are invested in a quality stock, वो कम गिरेगा. Are we communicating the understanding, friends? Are you able to understand what we are teaching you? Okay, so if you can understand this concept, then you become a very, very intelligent investor. We are here to make you intelligent investor, and it is common sense. It is common sense. Achhe quality stocks mein, there are thousands of fund managers who are ready to buy the stock when the prices fall. So we act as a support. But bad quality stocks, no fund manager buy. वो जब गिरता है 40, 50, 60, 70, 80% गिर जाता है. Anybody wants to share with me they bought a stock and the stock fell by 70, 80%? Please be honest. Please share with me.
You have me, sir.
Yes, tell me, Mr. Venkat.
But is Yes Bank.
Yes Bank, okay. Okay.
But I become majboor ho gaya because of the freeze. That I wanted to sell, but by the time there was a freeze which I could not sell. I mean, I see the destruction happening.
Yes Bank is an unfortunate incident. It came into fraud and another thing. That happens once in 100 years also. See, those things happen because Yes Bank was a good company. It went into a deeper problem. So that is a separate thing. But I'm saying that you invested in a bad stock. And then the price went up, bhaav upar gayi, and you were making 300-400%, and market gira aur pura share hi gir gaya. I'm sure koi na koi example hoga. Please share that example with me. या वो शेयर आपके डीमैट में रह गई और अब वो कचरा हो गया. It has become 1 rupee or got delisted. How many people have stocks?
DHFL in my portfolio.
Okay.
That happened. You know, overall company was doing excellent for 3-4 years, and we were distributors of DHFL. You know, FDs also, but there the entire stuff happened. Once it happened, it continues. Fall it happened, but unfortunately, what we did is, what I did is added up when it came from 600 to 300.
That is a big mistake. Correct.
Big time mistake. So I lost a lot of amount.
Correct.
So, but we were not able to guess only that this will be so big fraud.
And R Power, RCom, R Capital. Thank you, Mr. Girish Patel. Very, very good example. These companies were doing terrible and people kept on investing only because it was a good name, Reliance, big name. And they did not see that the QBS score is very bad. This is exactly, you know, the same thing might happen to even Reliance Industries. Huh? Be careful. Be careful, because this is very highly debt company. Very risky stock. Very, very risky stock. Okay, but because it has a very, very strong infrastructure and the crude oil business is so strong, chemical business, that it may survive. Okay, HBI, Syntec Industries, very good, Mr. Mohanty. Mr. Mohanty is writing down. Thank you, Mr. Mohanty. So this is where, or many people give a stock 1 रुपया 2 रुपया हो जाते हैं, you know, and then they say, छोड़ो ना, आप क्या बेचेंगे? You know, so this is the time. अभी वो 1 रुपया का 10 रुपया हो गया फिर से. अभी निकल जाइए. Any stock,
GMR Infra, sir.
हाँ, एकदम exit.
Yeah.
These are good times to exit those stocks. बाजार गिरेगा तो फिर वापस वहीं पर हालत खराब हो जाएगी. Gitanjali Gems, very good. Are you learning? Why should you invest? Because if you're not invested in a good company, when the market will fall, it will take away all your profits. Okay, QPS, quality business companies, minimizes the risk. That is what you need to learn. That is the key aspect of a strategy. Pentamedia Graphics, okay. Harish, okay, Harish bhai, Pentamedia, I remember. Not even profits, even capital erosion. Yes. Profit to jata nahi hai, capital bhi erode ho jati hai. Thank you, Mr. Venkat. So I hope now you understand that why should you invest in quality stocks. So people coming to me, they only want to see that list of 127 stocks. Did you see the list of 127 stocks in the app? See the list and focus there. Focus there to save yourself. Okay? नहीं तो बाजार डर, अगर आप एक बार ये कर लेंगे ना तो बाजार का डर चला जाएगा. And once your fear will go away, you'll make a lot of money in the stock market. So minimizing risk is to remove your fear. Okay? Complete. You have to become fearless in the stock market. Again, I repeat, you have to become fearless in the stock market. Okay? Is not able to open because list खुल रहा है क्या? दिखा तो एक बार 127 stocks का.
Yeah, checking.
You have to log in, huh, Mr. Patel? I hope you have logged in. Those are fraud cases. Don't happen 2 to 3 times a year. Yes, bank. So you can't do anything in that. Fraud cases you have to forget. But they were only the, I don't know the QBS score of Satyam. What was it that time? Because I've seen fraud companies, the score is always very low. The score is never high of a fraud company.
Yeah, But the Satyam was one which shocked the whole country, sir.
It happens. Yes, man. DHFL, it will happen. See, 2 or 3 frauds will always happen in 10 years.
Yeah, Shailesh-ji. So I'll tell you one thing. You know, where one stock I was trapped actually. The name of the stock is Pentasoft Technology. I'll tell you a story actually. You know, but when I used to review, because I'm a fundamental analyst, so when I reviewed all the ratios and everything, what it is quarter to quarter growth, cash flow, healthy cash flow position, everything was fine. And all of a sudden it collapsed, yeah. It's like, the consistent track record and 4 to 5 years of track record.
Pentamedia never had sales. I remember that stock. If you check 5 years, they never had sales.
No, I'm not talking you. I'm talking about 93s. Pentasoft Technology.
Because I was in the stock market in 92, and I remember investing when the stock market went down in 2000 also. So this stock never had sales.
No,
You go and check.
Technology.
I'm talking about sales in the company and people were investing in the company.
नहीं Pentamedia की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. I'm talking about Pentasoft Technology. 93 की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. 93 to 96.
उसका 5 साल का चेक करिए. अभी तो मैं डिटेल नहीं है. I can't check. अब 5 साल का चेक करिए.
Okay.
You check that did they have sales or not?
Yeah.
So what we are protecting you is that these stocks which I'm giving you has 5-year track record. And 5-year track record you can see in 1 second. So you know that, and we have checked it that these does not fall. So we have checked it from many parameters, these stocks. That is why we are aligning 127 stocks to minimize the risk of the investor. Let's move forward. Let's understand QBS further. So why I'm hiding to, so that you can understand the QBS, that what is the power of QBS. We covered sales growth. Let us cover. After sales, you have to see ROC, ROE.
Yeah, ROE. Last time you said, no, you will first explain ROE, then ROC.
Okay. So this is a very important matrix, friend, which you need to learn. ROE is one of the most powerful ratios between balance sheet and income statement. Okay. So it really gives you, if the management is efficient or not. This is one ratio which all the fund managers swear by because it gives you the highest quality. And it really protects you from falling markets. And this is one of the biggest reasons why fund managers are very excited to see ROE. Okay, so I will show you a video of Warren Buffett who talks about ROE. Are you interested to see a video of Warren Buffett on ROE? I'll show you a video of Warren Buffett on ROE. Take your pen and paper and write it down. What does he say? The guru of the stock market talks about ROE. I'm just showing you the power of QBS. What is the power of QBS? So you don't have to see so many things, but just by seeing the score, you know you are in a great stock. And you're already protected to remove your fear from the stock market. डर के आगे ही जीत है. QBS के आगे ही रिटर्न है. It's a fear removal tool. I say it. Fear
in recent years, when the Nikkei has so underperformed the S&P here, we're quite a bit less enthused about those stocks as being any kind of obvious bargains than the people that you read about in OID. The returns on equity in most areas of Japanese business, returns on equity are very, very low. And it's extremely difficult to get rich by being the owner of a business that earns a low return on equity. We always look at what a business does in terms of what it earns on capital. We want to be in good businesses. What we really want to be is in businesses that are going to be good businesses and better businesses 10 years from now. And we want to buy them at a reasonable price. But many years ago, we gave up what I've labeled the cigar butt approach to investing, which is where you try and find a really kind of pathetic company, but it sells so cheap that you think there's one good free puff left in it. And we used to pick up a lot of soggy cigar butts. I mean, I had a portfolio full of them, and there were free puffs in them. I mean, I made money out of that. But A, it doesn't work with big money anyway, and B, we don't find many cigar butts around that we would be attracted to. But those are the companies that have low returns on equity. And if you have a business that's earning 5 or 6% on equity, and you hold it for a long time, you are not going to do well in investing, even if you buy it cheap to start with. Time is the enemy of the poor business, and it's the friend of the great business. I mean, if you have a business that's earning 20 or 25% on equity, and it does that for a long time, time is your friend. But time is your enemy if you have your money in a low return business. And you may be lucky enough to pick the exact moment when it gets taken over by someone else, but we like to think when we buy a stock we're going to own it for a very long time, and therefore we have to stay away from businesses that have low returns on equity. Charlie?
Yeah. Okay. So another proof, friends, the power of QBS. QBS is a proprietary score, has been created to protect every investor in the country. In fact, every investor in the world. That is the power of QBS. QBS is made of sales growth. It is made of ROE also. PPT, Vikash. So ROE is a very important concept, ROE and ROC. All the biggest fund managers see this for investment. Now, if you do not see this as an investment, then you're taking heavy risk in a stock. Heavy risk. Okay. So ROE means the stock is so good, so efficient, the management is so efficient that the risk really reduces when you invest in companies which has great ROE. The risk really reduces. Okay. Once the risk is reduces, there is no fear. Sabse pehle, what I want to teach you is that you can actually make, again, I'm making a very big statement, but if you follow QBS and you hold the share for 3 to 5 years, you are never going to lose money in the stock market. So I want to remove your fear first that if you invest in companies in QBS, the return may be low, which I will show you tomorrow how to increase the return also. But you will never lose money. You will make 10-12% of banaoge hi. 12 to 15% returns, you can do it yourself only by investing in companies which has QBS. We were checking 12% return is very easy. 12% per year return is very easy if you invest in QBS companies greater than 18, 19. So what else do you want? Nobody said, no, we are not God. I cannot be God, but I can give you a strategy so that your fear goes away that, wow, 12% rupiah banega. So means you can just sleep peacefully. I'm not going to teach you the market is going up, going down, going up, going down. You are quite easy that, okay, I'm quite easy with this. Okay, don't invest in the market out of greed. Don't invest in a bad quality company. Don't invest in companies where the ROE is very low. That is where you will dig your grave. If you want to lose your hard-earned money, please invest in low return on equity shares. Then you will lose all your money. So first thing I want to protect you is not to lose your money. Remove your fear. Become peaceful. Become happy. You don't need to see the stock market every day. You don't need to see the stock market every day. Just invest and forget for 3 months, 6 months. Do you want that strategy, or you want to you have sensation, you want to play in the stock market every day, you want to do buying, selling every day? That is your job. That I can't do much. That is your sensation, You want, it gives you a kick that I want to trade every day. For your information, today I have launched the intraday strategy. First time we have launched the intraday strategy, by the way. So that strategy is so powerful, we don't know. We have just launched it today only. And presently we are keeping it free because we want traders to become investors. How many are interested to know the intraday strategy? Let me see who are interested.
Sorry. Just for learning, sir.
Yes, me.
Just for learning.
Mr. Patel is interested. Milind Rage is interested. Pratik said 3 people only interested. Mohan Shri interested. Raju interested. Venkat interested. 6 people. Mr. Mohanty interested also. Nipun Handa interested. 8 people already interested. Short-term strategy. Only 8 people. Rest. So I'll take a separate course for these 8 people. Rest I will not share. For knowledge only. Okay, good. For knowledge only. Why do you want knowledge? Why do you want to? So basically I caught people. These 8 people have trader mentality. That means they are very dangerous. They are not investors. You 8 people who said, I want to know about short-term strategy. I caught you by the wrong way. No, but I have launched the strategy today. But in that strategy, you know what we are doing? Okay, what we are doing? What we are doing is, we are only giving you strategies where the QBS is very, very high. We are giving you intraday strategies, but the only those companies where QBS is high. We are not giving low QBS companies. So when I give you high QBS companies, so even if you don't make money in intraday and you take delivery, you still make money. So I'm converting day traders to investors in a different style. Because if I tell them, stop doing day trading, they will not stop. Like 8 people, you know, I want. See, 8 people wrote. 8 people, Mr. Who wrote? Let me check the names.
पकड़ा गया हम लोग.
We should have some laugh also. We should enjoy the course. It cannot be very serious. Do you agree? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
गिरीश पटेल सबसे पहले ला रहे हैं, मेरे को शॉर्ट टर्म स्ट्रेटजी चाहिए. अरे गिरीश
पहले सर पहले पकड़ के फिर बचा लेते हैं उनको.
रंगे हाथ पकड़ गया.
रंगे हाथ पकड़ा गया. सबको शॉर्ट टर्म खेलना है. विकास देख रहा है क्या हो रहा है?
विकास सर इनफैक्ट जब आप लॉन्च कर रहे थे आई वाज आल्सो एक्साइटेड. ये इंट्राडे का जो कीड़ा है सब में कहीं ना कहीं
विकास दिखा दो भाई लोग को. इंट्राडे का फर्स्ट लॉन्च किया है.
इंट्राडे ना भी हो तो शॉर्ट टर्म डिलीवरी का तो है ही.
शॉर्ट टर्म डिलीवरी तो हम लोग लॉन्च किए हैं आज से.
हाँ दिखा रहे
हैं. लॉन्च किए हैं. दिखा रहे. आज ही से लॉन्च किया बिकॉज इसका बहुत डिमांड आ रहा था. देखिए ना यही डिमांड है. अभी मैं सब लोग इसी में चले जाएंगे, हमको मालूम. सब लोग पेमेंट भी देने को तैयार है इसके लिए. बड़ा बड़ा पेमेंट. इतना डिमांड है. But what I'm doing is I'm very smart. I'm going to give you short term, but only give you good shares. So this is the new strategy which we have launched. Okay. So we will be giving you more or less, if you see QBS will be high only. We will not give you very low QBS. So today we have launched Coromandel, Nucleus, FSL, Hindustan Food, Tips Industries and Tanla. So short-term strategy, we have launched these stocks where the QBS and AGS is high. Then for FNO, we are recommending HDFC Life, 19 QBS. So are you interested, friends? Are you interested to know this? और कौन सा स्टॉक अवॉइड करना है वो भी हम लोग दे दिए हैं. Which stocks to avoid? You know, these are the stocks you should avoid. जो recommended है, उसमें थोड़ा दिख नहीं रहा विकास. हाँ. So we are saying fundamental value QBS is not good. So not good. So any invest in good QBS companies. Go up, Vikas. Where can they see this? Vikas, दिखा दे. आपने कहाँ डाला है?
Yeah.
I mean, right now it is free. We'll be charging after a month. You give us feedback if you like it.
The name will get changed in few days. Stock market today will change as a bit you decided.
Daily recommendations ho jayega. This is the this is the new stock market today. Recommended stocks for intraday BTSC short-term trading for 29 December. Is it good? Everybody happy? Free of cost in the app. Are you happy, friends? Not happy?
Sir, I want to sleep peacefully, sir. I don't want. I will learn and forget. I don't want to. I want to sleep. I want to sleep peacefully.
Irish bhai, are you interested?
No harm trying.
No harm trying. No harm trying. You know, तो ये हम लोग ने बहुत research करके बनाया है ये. It is very well thought of. There is a lot of intelligence behind it, and it has good returns also.
So by our trying, you will also get feedback on it, no?
हाँ, try करिए, मुझे feedback दीजिएगा.
That's great.
देखिए मैंने ये स्टॉक दिया था आज के लिए, तो कल ये शाम को ना 8 बजे अपडेट हो जाएगा. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock it will be updated in the app.
Okay.
8 o'clock तक अपडेट हो जाएगा every day. शाम को तो आप देख सकें. तो कल सुबह आएगा recommended stocks for intraday BTSC short term trading for 30th December.
Sir, this get populated at what time, sir? In the morning.
In 8 o'clock in the evening for tomorrow. Oh. Like for tomorrow, today evening, you will get it for tomorrow morning. Okay. Yeah. So tomorrow morning you will get
the entry and exit price on this.
No, exit entry वो आप बताइए. हम लोग सिर्फ स्टॉक का नाम देंगे. अपना एंट्री एग्जिट आप करिए. हम लोग कॉल नहीं देने वाले. We only give इसमें लिखा हुआ है.
Okay.
लिखा दे that we will not be the stocks chosen or funded. ये कहाँ लिखा है ना? We are not giving.
वो नहीं लिखे हैं, वो ऐड कर
देंगे. देना बेटा. 3-4 बार बात हो गया.
उसमें कंफ्यूजन था ना. ठीक है, करवा देगा. परफेक्ट करा देगा.
You can tell us the recommended price.
No recommended price. I'm giving the stock name. It is your choice.
Okay.
These stocks.
कितना में लो, कितना में बेचो, तेरा मर्जी है.
हाँ, जितना में लेना है, जितना बेचो, आपका मर्जी.
तेरा मर्जी है.
हम आपको स्टॉक दे दिए. हम आपको दे दिए. लड़की लड़का अच्छा है. क्या करना है लड़की लड़का से वो आपका प्रॉब्लम है. राकेश जी.
नहीं, केला दे दिया. How to eat is yours.
Okay, let's study. Let's continue with the course. I thought we are launching something because ये बहुत लोग मेरे से डिमांड कर रहे थे. सर दे दीजिए. There was a huge demand. अभी देखिए ना सर 8 आदमी का डिमांड आ गया 1 सेकंड में.
मामा मैंने बाद में ऐड किया अपना नाम.
सॉरी. क्या बोल रहे हैं? Okay, let's go back to return on equity. So return on equity is one of the most important things for fundamental parameter for investments. It gives you the management efficiency. It gives you the capability of the management. So it is a very, very powerful fundamental parameter you should learn. Okay, let's go forward, Vikash. So many people, what they talk about return on equity, as I showed you a video. So anybody who they have a special advantage. Return on equity companies have a special advantage in the market always. Please remember that they always will have a special advantage. Okay, please go ahead. Because move ahead. So how to calculate ROE? Annual net profit divided by shareholders fund. What is shareholders fund? Because just show them. Shareholder fund is total net worth of the company. What are the different words? Because different word different words of shareholders fund.
Okay, we'll put it. Sorry.
So shareholder fund हुआ total, जिसको बोलते हैं दिखा दे. Slide है ना अपने पास?
हाँ है ना, slide है. हम बता देते हैं. Sorry. इस slide में नहीं है. दिखा दे.
तो promoter holding का नहीं है क्या सर इसमें?
No. Promoter holding से कोई link नहीं है.
Only shareholders fund.
Shareholder fund is what is complete. It basically shareholders fund is total share capital plus reserves. Total share capital plus reserves is that only.
Yeah.
Okay, so book value और shareholder fund net worth इसको सब एक ही चीज होती है. Shareholders fund बोलिए या book value बोलिए या net worth बोलिए या you can also share capital plus reserves, right Vikas? Share capital plus reserves.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically these are same words only. Different people use different words. So ROE is net profit divided by किसी का पीछे से वो आ रहा है. Okay, so this is very important, very important learning of ROE, how it is calculated. Move forward, Vikas. Okay, so Reliance ROE कैसे देखिए Reliance का कैसे calculate किया हुआ है. Net profit of Reliance divided by the average, so 9.47. Okay, because app में भी दिखा दे how can they do it.
So here we have ROE. This is the current ROE for March 2020.
देखिए total shareholders fund दिया हुआ है नीचे.
और मार्च का प्रॉफिट ये रहा.
Right, 39,354. So these figures are taken now in the main file में दिखा देगा.
Yeah.
So these figures we get from the audited P&L, or do you get them from Prowess Capital Line?
You can get it from everywhere. It is going to be the same figure.
Okay.
You take it from the annual report. So the annual report is also there in the file. Because annual report दिखा दे. It's already available in the app, the annual report. So if you open this annual report, you'll get the same figure.
Yeah, got it.
So you can take it from the annual report. You can take it will be the same figure everywhere. Okay, so this is how you calculate ROE, PPT Vikas.
And there's also an I for this.
Yeah, there is an I also how to calculate ROE for everything. So most people are not even interested in this. They just want to know good stock and invest. But as a course, we have to tell you that how does it come and what is the rationale behind it. So yet you understand the concept if you want to.
So definitely I want to, sir. That's why I volunteered myself.
Then it is there. You can learn it from the app. I is there and you can learn it. Move ahead, Vikas. Same thing is ROC. Very important concept, ROC. Okay, very important concept also. So what is the difference between ROE and ROC? So if you see the difference, ROE is net profit divided by net worth, right? ROC, if you see, ROC is profit before tax plus interest divided by 2 years of shareholder plus long-term borrowing and short-term borrowing. Some people are unmuting themselves. You can just unmute है किसी का बहुत पीछे से वो आ रहा है. Some car sound is coming. They're not muting themselves. Just mute them, everybody. Don't allow anybody.
Done.
So 2 years shareholders fund plus long-term borrowing plus short-term borrowing. Okay. So if you understand by the concept is here, the most important thing is to check if the company is taking debt. Still, are they able to maintain a good ROC? Okay, so in our experience, ROE is you cannot do ROC for financial companies. Why? Because they take everything, they take money in debt. So for financial companies and banks, you can only see ROE. So for easy purposes, we have done everything with ROE because we checked 95 or 96% of the companies, if the ROE is good, ROC is also good. Okay, there are only 4, 5, 10 companies. So that is why we are using only ROE as a factor. But in capital intensive companies, to do more detailed study, people use ROC, especially for companies which has very high capital expenditure on machines and everything, right? For like a company like Reliance, it is better to see ROC because they have a huge debt. At the same time, their machines are very, very expensive. Jamnagar factory. So then to see ROC becomes more important than ROE. But according to our research, ROE is good enough. So we have calculated everything with ROE because for financial companies, we cannot see ROC. To make the QBS, we have only used ROE. Okay, it is the same concept, slightly different way to calculate the process. So these two ratios are called quality ratios, efficiency ratios, and all the intelligent people, they start their research with this ratio. So as an investor, when you start, okay, let me first check what is the ROE of the company. If the ROE is less than 15, he said, forget it, I don't want to invest. Okay, this should be your mindset. Anything below 15 ROE, I'm not interested. So if you have that concept, then automatically you will be investing in good companies. Are we communicating? So as an investor, you should know the most important parameters for investments. You saw the video of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett खुद बोलते हैं कि जिसमें ROE नहीं होता उसमें लॉन्ग टर्म पैसा बन ही नहीं सकता. एंड ROE क्यों यूज करते हैं? बिकॉज वो जब बाजार गिरता है ROE वाले शेयर्स कम गिरते हैं एंड उसमें इमीडिएटली फंड मैनेजर्स खा के उसको शेयर को बढ़ा देते हैं. So in fundamental analysis, for your information, there is no concept of stop loss. I'm making a very big statement. There is no concept of stop loss in a good quality company. Those companies जिसका QBS 18 and 19 के ऊपर है, वो जितना गिरे उतना वो शेयर लेते रहिए. That is the concept of a good QBS company. You keep buying those companies again and again and again and again. That should be the job. Are we communicating? Are you able to understand what is being taught? Okay. So if you invest in those companies, you will always make a lot of money, So मैं तो wait करता हूँ. जो भी कंपनी 15-20% घट जाती है मैं उसको ले लेता हूं. And we always make money. So another concept जो मैं देखता हूं इन्वेस्टर्स लोग के साथ, इन्वेस्टर को ना हाई खरीदने का बहुत आइडिया है. They can buy stock which is going up, but they can't buy stocks which is going down. Yes or no? Who agrees with me? Do you agree with your mentality? अगर स्टॉक ऊपर होगा ना जब भी मैं ले लूंगा, बट अगर कोई स्टॉक गिरेगा वो मैं नहीं लूंगा. Yes, you should. I agree, Mr. Mohanty. You should buy. Very good concept. Yesterday, in fact, I was going to tell you that you can buy. You can buy because it is a very, very good correction of 30% in Thyrocare. And Thyrocare is a very good company. Okay. But tomorrow, after tomorrow, you buy because I will also show you the AGS, momentum. Momentum is also very important. Okay. So, Mr. Mohanty, that is what we'll learn. So do you agree कि जब स्टॉक गिरता है मुझे बहुत डर लगता है स्टॉक खरीदने में? Do you agree? Yes or no? Who agrees? Please write yes, I agree. Write I agree on the chat.
पहले लगता था अभी नहीं है.
पहले लगता था अभी नहीं है. Okay. Very good, Mr. Mohanty. Yes, agree. Mr. Milind Rege agree. Only 2 people agree. 2 people और कैसे स्टॉक खरीदते हैं? बाजार इधर ऊपर जाता है जब खरीदते, बाजार गिरता है जब खरीदते हैं, दो ही में खरीदते होंगे ना और तो कोई तरीका है नहीं शेयर खरीदने का. Yes, agree. Right. So I have noticed that investors have a tendency to buy the stock when the market is going up. So he teaches them that buy the good quality stock when the market is going down. That is where people like us, the investors do exactly the opposite of the intelligent people. Intelligent people will always buy the stock when the market is going down. Okay, so it is a good time to see the video of short-term trading and long-term trading. So I'll show you a video of Mr. Nilesh Shah. तो अब स्टॉप लॉस कुछ नहीं होता है, अच्छे स्टॉक गिरेंगे उसको लेना है. That is what you need to build your culture. So please see the video. Okay, by the time he's doing the video ready.
Sir, but Shailesh, can I ask you one question?
हाँ, पूछिए ना प्रदीप जी, पूछिए.
This Rakesh Jhunjhunwala says that you should buy, when a stock is going up and keep on selling when it is going down.
बिल्कुल नहीं बोलता है, तो सब स्टॉक जब गिरता है वही खरीदता है. कौन बोला ये? उसका जितना स्टॉक है वो तो एकदम किंग है मंदी बाजार में खरीदने के लिए.
हाँ.
वो कभी बेचता ही नहीं है, तो सिर्फ खरीदता ही खरीदता है. गलत है. आप कोई भी वीडियो दिखाइए मेरे को. वो ट्रेडिंग मेंटालिटी है. आप देखिए मैं आपको प्रूफ करता हूँ. दैट इज अ ट्रेडिंग मेंटालिटी, नॉट अ इन्वेस्टिंग मेंटालिटी. सी दिस वीडियो फ्रॉम द मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन इन द स्टॉक मार्केट, वन ऑफ द in the country. Please see his video.
So we have discussed many times in our investment camp as well. This whole topic that you keep discussing, investing versus trading. When you enter a stock, do you decide upfront that, this is going to be my long-term investment or this is going to be my trading bet? When do you make that decision? And as you go along, what are the key factors to look at while distinguishing between investing and trading?
So trading and investing can be compared as a T20 versus test match. When you are playing in T20, you don't decide halfway that, oh, it's a T20 and not a test match. You are going in T20 knowing fully well that you have 20 overs to score run. On the other hand, in test match, you don't start like T20 and halfway you realize that, oh, this is a test match and I should have played slowly and build my innings. So you have to decide upfront before taking an investment decision. Is it trading? Is it investment? Most people make the mistake of converting trading into investment when they suffer losses. This is not appropriate. The difference between trading and investment is fundamental. Trading is all about momentum. Investing is all about fundamentals. Trading is all about discipline. Investment is about discipline, but with a laziness. Trading is all about fast actions, split eye decision. Investing is all about watching your paints dry over a period of time. Trading generally involves leverage. Investment, by and large, is without leverage. Trading, you apply the concept of stop loss. Investment is all about averaging on the way down if the prices fall and value doesn't. So this is as different as T20 versus test match. The basic technique remains same, but you build your inning carefully.
Let me come on this. In fact, you said, in a trader's card, biggest rule is to never average their losses, to cut their losses sharp and to let the winners run. And now you're saying for investment, you can average. When do you average down on a stock in which you have conviction?
So The real challenge in investment is that you have to maintain your equilibrium. You bought a stock assuming fair value is X. Now, if the share price goes down and fair value doesn't, then you must average and increase your bet. You buy things as they become cheaper. You don't cut out because they are becoming cheaper. So in trading, you apply strict stop loss theory. Your bet goes wrong, you cut your losses, move to the next trade. In investment, you remain committed to that stock and you keep on buying more if fair value doesn't reduce, but for whatever reason, stock price is falling.
Okay, so those are some things to keep in mind, clear distinctions between the two.
I hope you've understood the great man. There is no stop loss concept in investment. Okay, that is why there is no stop loss concept is because of the value. Fundamental value comes from the quality of the company. So once you have invested in a good quality company and you know that because of any reason the stock prices is falling, you buy those stocks. Are we communicating? Now this is a very different mindset.
See, Shaileji, I'm sorry actually because I miss your couple of your lectures. I just want to, if you can go back to ROCE, return on capital employed, would be great because I'll take only 1 minute.
Okay.
I have one question. Yeah.
Let me complete my teaching on investing. And so basically what Nilesha is teaching us, if you buy quality companies, again, the word is quality, and you know that this is great, fundamental, valuable companies. Okay. Once you know, so we have given you the tool, 127 companies are great according to us. So whenever the market falls, you can buy those companies. We have made it very, very easy for you. So QBS will give you an opportunity that, okay, now it's a great company falling, let me invest into it. So this is how people were asking me, हम कब शेयर खरीदेंगे? गिरीश भाई पूछ रहे थे, हरीश जी भी पूछ रहे थे, I think so another person was asking, हम शेयर कब खरीदेंगे? हम शेयर खरीदेंगे जब वो शेयर, मेरा वाला जो शेयर है वो गिरेगा, जब हम खरीदेंगे. I will buy the share when the share will fall. Are we communicating? Are you able to understand the concept? So basically you have to first start thinking properly, minimizing risk. But क्या होता है, it is very difficult because the individual investor can only buy the stock when it is rising up. Because they don't understand the fundamental value, they can never buy a stock when it is falling. It's a very difficult thing. Huh? This is where conviction comes, fundamental value comes of the stock. Quality stocks are always a buy. That is why if you study Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is always bullish in the stock market, because he knows there are more than 100 companies which is not affected by economy. It is not affected by COVID. It is not affected by budget. It is not affected by elections. Those companies have created their own magic. They have created their own magic. You have to, and those companies are now available in front of you. It has previously, at one place, those companies were not available. All those companies are available for you, friends. Now, and if you go valuable in that company, large cap is even the best. So in those 130 companies, 27, there are about 30 or 35 large cap companies. If you invest in those companies, friends, 12% annum is fixed for you. We have tested it. Market will fall. Market may fall, but you will make money.
Sir, और एक myth clear करेगा sir. One thing is what you said is right, but thing is always there's another myth that only when the stock fall then only I'll buy. That will never happen. It will happen for few stocks. It will not happen for the majority of the stocks.
No, 120 is like Thyrocare is a very good example. There right now, Vikash, can you show that in that 127 stocks, how many stocks, Vikash, वो अर्नब से फाइल लेके बता सकते हैं क्या? Correction वाला फाइल है क्या तेरे पास, Vikash?
Yeah, let me check.
Correction वाला फाइल. I'll show you in 127 stocks. How many stocks are available for correction?
So you mean to say how many stocks are available for correction?
It is available. Yeah, it is in correction mode. So you can
I
buy.
see. Okay.
That is where the money is. But usually when the market falls, the investors become so fearful कि लोग कभी खरीदते ही नहीं है. So what did they? Why do you know why investors don't make money? जब they don't understand the concept of value. So when the market falls, they don't buy. They get scared. And when the market rises, they buy when we are selling. So the investor is always opposite against us. And that is why they never make money and we always make money. They don't understand this concept. इसीलिए उन लोगों का काम ही है बाजार गिरने में उनको खरीदना नहीं है और बाजार बढ़ने में खरीदना है और अगर बाजार करेक्शन दे दिया उन लोगों को मालूम नहीं क्या करें. So they are always in a fix. Why they are in a fix? Because they don't understand the fundamental value of stocks. That is why they are in a fix. I hope I'm able to teach. I don't know. You have no idea what you're learning. This is pure experience, nothing else.
Yes.
We are not teaching you theory. 127 stock ले लिया कभी का?
127, yeah.
Correction ले लिया क्या? Correction?
Correction, yeah.
देखिए Thyrocare अभी correction ही मिल रहा है 21%. Another VST Industries मिल रहा है, Metropolis Healthcare मिल रहा है, PI Industries मिल रहा है. My favorite stock at 16% correction.
I took it, sir.
So अगर आप देखिए, so whenever the market जब भी ये अच्छे stock 20% correction में होता है, मेरे को stock लेना है, डरना नहीं.
Sir,
So
when you say
buy
that,
these stocks every time whenever there is a correction of 15-20%. Vikash,
from where you get the data? From where you get the data for correction? Actually, on application you can get it.
No. Application में नहीं, ये तो हम लोग बनाए हैं मतलब. We make.
Okay.
These are all hard work which we do for us. That is why we are able to manage very good returns for our customers.
Okay.
Sarji, when you say correction, basically it is from the very recent high or
recent high.
Recent high बनाया था. Recent high बनाया था 1185.
Yeah.
Because just show अभी recent high 11 क्या था? अभी chart खोल एक बार. Let's study Thyrocare. So let's study practical teaching. So this
now
is one of the.
Seems interesting. Now you're teaching a very, very secret lethal weapon now.
But you will not be able to understand if you don't believe in QBS. If you don't believe in QBS, nothing will work. All your buying strategies, timing will go to a toss because you don't understand QBS.
Yes.
इसका high था 1200 and?
No, 1185. 1212.
क्यों नहीं दिखा रहा है इसमें 12 and 12?
1185 violation. 1185 it is taking this day. Because we have taken 3-month data. So it is showing 30th October data.
Okay. So 1372 नहीं है मोहंती जी, 1215 है. आपने 1372 लिखा था मोहंती जी अपने चैट बॉक्स में. मिस्टर डीपी मोहंती. मिस्टर मोहंती आपने 1372 लिखा था, but 1215 है.
Then I am sorry. Then I mistake.
Yeah. So 21% correction में मिल रहा है Thyrocare. It's a fantastic company. कभी-कभी क्या होता है ना, कोई भी कंपनी बहुत जोर चलती है और आपको मालूम है यहाँ से इतना बड़ा बाइंग आया है, ये वाला देखिए चार्ट में. So 774 मैं यहाँ पर भी खरीदूंगा. 774 में तो जितना रुपया डाल दो Thyrocare में. No, so this is how you decide to purchase stocks. पहले लड़की लड़का अच्छा देखिए, फिर कौन सा दिन में शादी करना है फिर डिसाइड करेंगे. The date is different, the ladki ladka is different. This is the first understanding which you have to be clear in your mind. Okay, are you learning something, friend? There are some people who have not even discussed, like Hitesh Vashani ji ka naam hi nahi suna. Jahir ji, are you able to understand what we are teaching? Is it interesting?
Yes, sir.
Can I share your view? Can you share your view? What are we trying to teach? अगर आप शेयर करेंगे, थोड़ा इंटरेक्टिव करते हैं क्लास को.
Sure. So basically, you're looking at good fundamental companies, when to enter, not to get afraid of catching, companies when they're jumping up as well, if they're fundamentally strong based on QBS.
Okay, thank you, Jai ji. Thank you, very good. In 1 minute, you've said everything. हितेश जी, मैंने आपको देखा भी नहीं, आपका आवाज भी नहीं सुना, 2 दिन हो गया है. Many people are not even talking. Many people are not even, I don't know what's happening. Can I have your video on Mr. Hitesh Vasani? Is he there? I don't know. Mr. Srinivas Rao. There is Mr. Srinivas Rao. You want to speak? Anybody else? Mr. Nipun Handa. I don't know. They don't want to speak, don't want to open the video. No idea. Is my voice coming? Anybody wants to speak? Anybody else? Mr. Srinivasan. हाँ मोहन जी, हाँ मोहन जी बोलिए.
हाँ जी सर, ये ऐप में how can we check sales growth in app?
सेल्स ग्रोथ कल दिखाया था ना आपको. मोड QBS क्लिक करिए, दिख जाएगा.
ओके.
मोड QBS देखिए, मोड QBS स्क्रीनर.
मोड QBS, ओके.
ठीक है ना.
Chale ji, so then when these stocks which are having QBS of 19 and above, when they fall, so at 10% minus or 15% minus, where should we buy
हम
them?
थोड़ा 10% में लेते हैं, थोड़ा 15 में लेते हैं, थोड़ा 20 में लेते हैं, 30 में तो बहुत रुपया डाल देते हैं.
Okay.
कंटिन्यूस लेते रहते हैं.
ओके, और कभी जैसे ये अभी हुआ था कोविड में जहाँ 50% माइनस हो गया था,
वहां तो मतलब फ्री का रुपया मिल रहा था सर, फ्री में स्टॉक मिल रही थी. आपको अपना नेबर का घर बेच के भी, पूरा सब कुछ बेच के, पूरा लोन लेके खरीद लेना चाहिए था स्टॉक. दिस इज वेयर ना आप लोग कर नहीं पाते ना सर, क्योंकि ट्रेनिंग नहीं है. इतना डर जाते हैं कि जितना इन्वेस्टर उसने स्टॉक बेच दिया, एंड दे सेड सर मैंने क्या गलती कर दी, पूरा बेच दिया मैंने. अरे उस समय तो सबको बेच के शेयर, लोन लेके शेयर खरीदने का था. प्रतीक जी.
सर लेकिन क्या अभी इतना लिक्विडिटी आ गया फ्रॉम फॉरेन, दैट इज व्हाई मार्केट वेंट अप.
नहीं सर, कोई वैल्यू नहीं है सब चीज का. अच्छा स्टॉक होता है, उसको लिक्विडिटी हो नहीं हो, बजट हो नहीं हो, इलेक्शन हो नहीं हो, नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदा है नहीं है, ओके, इंडिया पाकिस्तान वॉर हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा है, कोविड है नहीं है, उसको भूल जाइए. अगर आपको स्टॉक मार्केट से रुपया कमाना है, वो स्टॉक जो मैं आपको बता रहा हूं उसका 5 साल का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है, वो सब इकोनॉमी को बीट कर रहा है. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, आई एम टीचिंग यू समथिंग कंप्लीटली न्यू. समझ रहे प्रतीक जी? ये अब ये प्रैक्टिस करके आएगा, ये मैं बोलूंगा ना. प्लीज डोंट बिलीव मी, बट प्लीज डोंट रिजेक्ट मैं जो शेयर कर रहा हूं. It's fine if you don't believe me, friend. Okay? It is okay. But please don't reject मैं जो सिखाने का कोशिश कर रहा हूँ प्रतीक जी.
No, definitely no. We are learning a lot. No, I'm just clearing my doubts.
हाँ तो डाउट कुछ नहीं है सर. अच्छा स्टॉक रहेगा.
Okay.
This is where you have to build conviction.
Okay.
And you have to buy those stocks जब वो गिरेगी तो बस.
Okay.
अगर समझे God forbid वापस से कोविड आ गया,
और
वापस से 30% घटेगा, तो डरिएगा मत, खरीद लीजिएगा.
Okay.
मैं ये सिखाने को, क्या हुआ देखिए, बाजार गिरी,
Yes.
बाजार कितनी जोर से बढ़ गई, क्या हुआ, कुछ कोविड हुआ?
Correct.
दिस इज एग्जैक्टली द प्रॉब्लम. आप सब लोग एंटर कर रहे हैं, जितने इन्वेस्टर हैं आप एंटर कर रहे हैं स्टॉक मार्केट में.
करेक्ट.
अब वो बात से तो पूरा मक्खन तो खा लिए हम लोग. आप लोग को तो क्या मिलता है, लास्ट का बोलते हैं ना, लास्ट का जो पैसा मिलता है वो मिलता है. और फिर बाजार गिर जाएगी, आप लोग डर जाएंगे, बेच देंगे, बोला स्टॉक मार्केट एकदम खराब जगह है, पैसा कमाई नहीं होती. क्योंकि आपका कॉन्सेप्चुअल रॉन्ग है. बाजार गिरते में खरीदना है. आप लोग बाजार बढ़ते में खरीदते हैं. मैं आपको उल्टा चीज सिखा रहा हूँ. उल्टा नहीं, मैं आपको सीधा चीज सिखा रहा हूँ, लेकिन सब लोग उल्टा करते हैं. Okay.
Yeah.
So this program is about changing your mindset and start thinking like a fund manager. Don't think like a normal ordinary investor.
Yes, sir. And sir, ये QBS score is high for even small cap companies?
Yes.
Are there any few small cap companies which are having high QBS score like this?
दिखाइए भैया, इसको दिखाइए विकास जी. बहुत अच्छी अच्छी कंपनीज है. उन लोग सब वही कंपनी तो मिड कैप बनेंगे. बहुत अच्छी अच्छी कंपनीज है, मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ.
Yes, sir.
इसी को तो मल्टी बैगर बोलते हैं सर. यही कंपनीज तो आगे चल के बड़ी बड़ी. बिकॉज स्मॉल कैप कर दिया और QBS हाई से लगा दिया. ये आप में भी कर सकते हैं. मैं आपको यहाँ दिखाता हूँ, फिर आप में भी कर दे. पहले यहाँ दिखा दे विकास.
पहले दिखा रहे हैं.
अच्छा, एक क्वेश्चन पूछे, मैं आपको जो भी आंसर करूंगा डेटा से आंसर करूंगा.
एक सेकंड, एक्सेल थोड़ा हैंग हो गया.
ऐप से दिखा दो सर.
ऐप से दिखा दो भाई, उनको बड़ा है, उनको फिर करने में इजी रहेगा.
आई नो.
हाँ,
बहुत इजी है. ऐप में दिखा दो विकास.
हाँ. मार्केट साइज
स्मॉल कैप ले लीजिए और QBS कर दीजिए 18 एंड अबव, 17 अबव. हाँ बस दो पर अप्लाई करिए, आ जाएगा शेयर. मेरे बेस्ट शेयर्स आ जाएंगे आप. ये कितना शेयर है? 28. और वो कर दे विकास, ऑल कर दे. टोटल करेंगे तो कितना शेयर है? 40 शेयर्स है सर. 40 शेयर्स. प्रतीक जी, कौन पूछ रहा था? प्रतीक जी पूछ रहे थे कि मोहन शी जी? कौन पूछ रहा था ये क्वेश्चन? नाम भी देख लेते हैं फटाफट. विकास नाम दिखा दे. एडवांस एंजाइम, टाटा एलेक्सी, धानुका एग्रीटेक, इंडियन एनर्जी एक्सचेंज, VST, अल्कमाइन, CDSL, परसिस्टेंट, गरवारे टेक्निकल फाइबर, थायरोकेयर. ये सब मेरे फेवरेट शेयर हैं. KPR मिल, अवंती फीड, ग्राइंडल नॉर्टन, शीला फोम, एरिस लाइफ साइंस, डिक्सन टेक्नोलॉजी, GM फॉडलर, पॉली मेडिकोर, अमृतांजन, नीचे कैप्लिन पॉइंट, सोनाटा सॉफ्टवेयर, जस्ट डायल, लक्स इंडस्ट्रीज, नेस्को, राइट्स, ओरिएंट रिफ्रैक्टरीज, BBTC, KRBL, Eclux, RG Drugs, APL Apollo, EPL, Fine Organic, Balaji Mines, Bharat Rasayan, Gensar, CCL Products, Gulf Oil Lubricant.
So ये buy with cushion and hold, ये दोनों में what's the
part of the process सिखाएंगे.
Okay.
So sir, इसमें आपने बताया GMM Fodler, so it went up to 6,500, came back 3,500 and now 4,000. So उसमें क्या करना चाहिए? मीन्स कभी सेल करना चाहिए उसको जैसे 6.5 पे सर?
आपको कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा 6,500 से 9,000 नहीं जाएगा?
नहीं वो नहीं पता मुझे।
वही सर, वही तो इशू है, इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट। ये एक्चुअली गिरा था बिकॉज इसका क्या, इसके जो ओनर थे ना, he decided to sell the share at 3,500 rupees.
Yeah, to foreigners.
To foreigners. तो उसके कारण क्या हुआ, और वो एक्चुअली वो उसको 3,500 में बेचने के कारण इसीलिए भाव 3,500 रुपया आ गया। But share is fantastic. So I think so it will again go back to 7,000. This is my view.
Okay.
Okay, but it's a clear buy, sir. It's a clear buy.
So which one, sir? Which stock?
Sir,
which stock you
GM Pfaudler.
Okay.
कभी कभी सर कहते हैं कि थोड़ा भी अगर गवर्नेंस इशू आए तो उसको सेल कर देना चाहिए। So governance is not an issue.
गवर्नेंस इशू नहीं था सर, बेबी उसको लग रहा था कि बहुत दाम बढ़ गया है, I want to book some profit, तो मेरे को लग रहा था मे बी he did it कि भैया थोड़ा सा लोग शांत हो जाए, because it was getting crazy actually.
मैं ख्याल से वो ग्लोबल ऑपरेशन एक्वायर करने के लिए he just funded.
Yeah, so कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं था मेरे को लगता है। It's a great company है GM Pfaudler. Great company है sir, great company.
I think so they acquired a parent company in fact. Their partners.
Okay, anybody else? Anybody else?
सर कल आपकी एक स्लाइड में बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट था that where large investors are buying, जैसे माइक्रोसॉफ्ट कहीं में बाय कर रहा है, तो वैसे ही इंडिया में जैसे मधुकेला सर ने इनोवेटिव फसाड अभी बाय किया या लॉरस लैब्स, तो हमें उसको फॉलो करना चाहिए सर? व्हाट इज योर व्यू?
अगर QBS अच्छा है तो फॉलो करिए, QBS अच्छा नहीं तो फॉलो मत करिए।
Okay, okay, okay. Innovative facade में I don't think so. It's there in NSE.
नहीं होगा तो फिर मैं हम स्टडी नहीं करते।
Correct, correct.
मैं स्टडी नहीं करता हूँ, जो NSE नहीं होता मैं स्टडी नहीं करता हूँ सर।
Okay.
BSE में सिर्फ 15-20 स्टॉक है, उसके लिए इतना बड़ा रिसर्च का खर्चा करना सेंस नहीं है हम लोग के।
I agree with you.
Yeah, so we don't study those stocks, but Laurus Lab was a great stock which he entered. But उन लोग भी बहुत गलत भी पढ़ते हैं, so you have to, that is why you have to use your discernment. Sometimes they always buy stocks which is very low, so उन लोग future expectation में भी बहुत खरीदते हैं, they lose money also. Please remember that. They are not always correct.
Yeah.
So you have, that is why what I am teaching you is a much safer way for investments. Okay, where your loss is minimized and your returns are higher. They take high risk for high returns. But as an investor, can you take that much of risk? That is also you have to be careful of. So मैं हरदम investor को सिखाता हूँ, good quality stocks, minimize risk and enjoy that 15, 20, 25% returns.
Correct.
Okay? Build your confidence first.
So जैसे Laurus Labs, is it high QBS in your score?
आप देखिए ना, तो है ना ऐप में आपके पास, आप क्यों नहीं देखते हैं? Laurus Lab दिखा दे विकास।
And actually I heard for the first time low risk and high return. This is fantastic.
It is. In fact, all the fund managers are doing that only.
Yeah. So even we heard about the theory. The concept is higher the risk, higher the return, lower the risk, lower the return.
No, that is for ordinary people.
Yeah, but it is like a low risk and high return. This is fantastic.
So this is what I'm teaching you. मैं 2 दिन आपको सिर्फ low risk ही सिखाऊंगा. Okay? And then I will teach you high return strategy from tomorrow. How do you make high returns?
Sir, one ultra quick question, sir. This more
Laurus
than
Lab,
QBS.
1 second, is our 13. Not very high, but decent. 13 है इसका score. Not very high score, Pratik ji. Yes, Mr. Venkat.
Sir, this Morton QBS screener gives a very fantastic thing about the sales and other thing. So does it list for all the stocks, sir, or you're just adding?
No, only stock which has given 10% above sales. Okay. Only 10% and above.
So this itself will give us a fantastic list of stocks. What we should look into.
Fantastic. See, what we are trying to give you is the same concept, but different ways to see the same concept.
Okay.
So QBS is there, that is an individual sales EPS ROE concept.
Yeah.
So if you even study sales growth, so you know like these companies will be great. Like companies like Bajaj Finserv, Bajaj Finance, just show it to them. We got large cap, both QBS, large cap, 5-year. So people don't understand that which stocks are winning stocks. Winning stocks, see QBS is the risk minimizing strategy. Then what is the high return strategy? High return, once you know that, okay, this is already good QBS. So if you see these 5-year return, 5-year, yeah. So if you see companies like Bajaj Finserv, Bandhan Bank, Bajaj Finance, Avenue Supermarket, go down. You know, Kotak Bank, Indigo, so now it's gone into loss right now. So if you quarterly loss, HDFC Bank, Muthoot Finance, Alchem Laboratory, you know, Larsen Toubro Infotech. These are, I'm telling you now, very high QBS and high sales. So high QBS, high sales, the return will go up. The return will go up. So you know those are already protecting me. Now you need high sales for high returns, which we will talk tomorrow and day after. So you'll understand the concept. First is quality companies minimizing risk, and tomorrow increasing the returns. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue with ROC. Harish ji had a question on ROC. Put ROC, Vikash, PPT.
Yeah.
Yes, what is your question, Harish ji, on ROC?
Yeah, मेरे को वो फॉर्मूला दिखाओ ना ROC का. Just want to see that.
आगे बढ़ो, आगे बढ़े. हाँ, ये रहा फॉर्मूला.
Okay, ठीक है, I'm okay. Because मैं जब भी देखा था ना तभी I think so long term borrowing नहीं देखा था इसलिए. But I think I'm okay now.
Yeah.
I'm done.
बहुत मेहनत की हरीश जी, बहुत मेहनत की.
नहीं वो ठीक है, मैं I appreciate, you know, but you know मैं देखा था तभी मैं, you know, I thought I think long term borrowing is missing, but now I can see that it is there.
Basically, what I have gathered is what I teach in the 4 days is exactly to change investors' behavior.
Right.
Investors' behavior is completely opposite what we teach in the program. What we are teaching here is something how the fund managers think, or what are the right ways to think.
खाली maybe I don't know whether this formula profit before tax plus interest, that is okay, numerator. Denominator is average of shareholders fund long term borrowings plus short term borrowings. But profit after tax plus interest करेंगे तो what do you say?
No, this is exactly the formula used by all the brilliant people and the data which we have. You know, this is what we calculate.
Because tax is also one of the expense.
This is the formula for calculating ROC. Okay, so if you calculate, this is the formula to calculate ROC. So people change it. See, that is not the, see, I'll tell you, you can do very much changes from 13.47, it might become 14.2 or 13.2.
Right,
concept, that is not important. Concept is that we have to invest in high ROC companies. That's it. It doesn't matter whether it is 17 or 18. Don't invest in company which is 5. That's it. So we have to understand the essence. You know, these formulas sometimes makes us complicated. 13.42 ke badle, you know, 14.3. That is not important. Okay.
Yep.
So this is the main agenda, the main thing. Let's go forward. Okay, this is how it is calculated. It is in the app also. You can check and do it. Let's move forward, Vikash. Move forward, yeah. Now, growth, profit related to growth. You know, there is a huge relation. If you have growth in the company, now this is the third part. We have already covered sales growth and ROE. Now we are covering a very, very important part, which is growth. Now, friends, you have to understand this one is the biggest mover of returns. So whenever a company has growth, it really minimizes the risk also of the company. So one of the biggest mistakes investors are doing is investing in turnaround companies. ये company कल अच्छा होगा, ये turnaround हो जाएगा, and they're wasting a lot of time. Where we are interested is, we tell people that you should invest in companies which is highly growth oriented companies, which is doing great profit growth. Okay, so that's a very important concept which we have to remember. Very, very important concept. Okay, earning a profit is important to a company because profitability impacts whether a company can secure financing from a bank or not. जिस कंपनी में प्रॉफिट होता है ना, उसके लिए लाइफ बहुत इजी हो जाता है. The risk factor goes down for a bank, for investments, everything. तो एक सबसे बड़ी गलती इन्वेस्टर करते हैं to invest in turnaround companies. It's a very dangerous strategy for an investor. I will highly never recommend because it is very highly risky strategy. Okay, आप लोग यहाँ पर देखिए, you are an investor, you are putting your hard-earned money from your business. So I want to teach you strategies which is low risk. Okay, वो होती है, लोग use करते हैं. You know, I have seen Rakesh Juniwala picking up companies जो loss पे चल रही है. But they have different strategies. They have the pocket. But we don't have the pocket. We don't have the pocket.
Yeah, शैलेश जी एक क्वेश्चन है. तो ये जो प्रॉफिट जो आप बोल रहे हो, राइट, आई थिंक सो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट प्रॉफिट, दैट इज द नेट इनकम, राइट? नाउ मैंने ऐसे भी फाइनेंशियल देखे हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल द कंपनीज लाइक जी शिपिंग, you know what they are doing actually, non-operating gain is also included. So what do you say, is it operating profit is relevant or net income is relevant? Because sometimes companies management, they try to increase their profit by adding the non-operating gains.
I know, अभी हम दिखाएंगे उसको भी पकड़ लेंगे. अभी हम आपको दिखाएंगे वो सीक्रेट, कैसे पकड़ेंगे उसको. ठीक है, उसको दिखाएंगे नेक्स्ट 10 मिनट में आने वाला. ओके, सो 5 साल का प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ ना, अरे जी बहुत होती. आप देखेंगे, विकास दिखा दे, सिर्फ 28 कंपनी है जो 5 साल में प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ कर सकते हैं. ओनली 28 कंपनीज पूरे भारत देश में. दिस इज अ शॉकिंग फिगर. दैट इज व्हाई QBS is one of the most powerful scores ever created for investors. They don't need to do fundamental analysis. QBS देखो और राइट हो जाओ. सिर्फ 28 कंपनी है फ्रेंड्स, एंड जीरो मतलब 1% प्रॉफिट भी करना इतना डिफिकल्ट है. There are only 84 companies in India. Only 84. Correct? So friends, please be very, very careful. You're not investing. हम लोग ग्रोथ देखना बहुत जरूरी है. कंपनी प्रॉफिट कर रही है वो मेरे लिए इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. कंपनी ग्रोथ कर पा रहा है, that means that company is able to defeat a bad economy. The biggest problem with investors is उन लोग इकोनॉमी के बारे में ज्यादा ध्यान देते हैं, स्टॉक के बारे में कम ध्यान देते हैं. And that is why they miss all the opportunities of a good, great quality stock, which has great fundamental value. Fundamental value of a stock comes from sales growth, profit growth, ROE, and free cash flow. I think so. I've shown you enough videos that you know the quality comes from there. And आप भी अगर business करते हैं, you know, to continuously grow in profit is very difficult, friends. Very, very difficult. बहुत difficult है profit growth करना. Correct, not correct? Right? So we have to be very, very important is, इसीलिए हम लोग उसी कंपनी से फोकस करते हैं जो प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ कर पा रही. तो यू कैन इमीडिएटली कम टू नो, अरे ये ग्रेट कंपनी है, 5 साल का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड बहुत अच्छा है, क्वालिटी बहुत अच्छी है. और हम लोग देखिए एक चीज नहीं देख रहे हैं, हम लोग सेल्स ग्रोथ भी देख रहे हैं, ROE भी देख रहे हैं. ओके, तो इनकम स्टेटमेंट भी देख रहे हैं, बैलेंस शीट भी देख रहे हैं और कैश फ्लो भी देखेंगे. तो देयर आर 3 स्टेटमेंट, तीनों को देख रहे हैं, तीनों का कंबाइन करके उसका क्वालिटी को निकाल रहे हैं. So we are able to catch the company from all angles and then coming out with a great score and the fundamental value of a company. Okay. So when you give a score, it is easy for people. Like there are many people बोले यार हमको इतना detail नहीं पता, हमको बता company अच्छा है कि नहीं अच्छा. Okay, so profit growth is a very important concept. Move forward, Vikash. Okay, it helps in companies' morale, business growth, owners' income बढ़ती है, you know, retained earning, बहुत अच्छे से credit मिलता है at very good rates, banks exposures मिलती है. So company is very good if you are in profit. Next stage, next slide. Okay, so there are some people who are saying, you know, that the greatest price moves, जो शेयर का भाव बढ़ता है, okay, definitely comes from companies which has great track record of profits. Great track record of profits. तो high QBS में जिसका भी EPS ग्रोथ हो रहा है, उसको अगर आप ले लीजिए तो आपको बहुत प्रॉफिट मिलेगा. हाई QBS में just buy those companies जिसमें either AGS अच्छा है या EPS अच्छा है. विकास कल अपने उनको दिखा देंगे QBS with sales, QBS with profit growth. हाँ,
Okay. Okay.
So then I will show you those companies जिसमें बहुत अच्छी profit growth हो रही है. What is the benefit? Okay, so everybody says that 20-25% profit growth with a high QBS is a great strategy to earn money. Risk भी कम हो गया and returns भी बढ़ता है. Okay, so minimizing risk, maximizing return is what is an important factor. Move ahead, Vikash. The greatest investment reward. नीचे वाला में नीचे से fourth line विकास मार्क कर दे. The greatest investment reward comes to those who understand that जिसमें बहुत बड़ी growth हो रही है. तो हम लोग ने notice किया, एक quarter strategy बनाया था जहां पर हम लोग ने देखा good QBS companies and good quarterly Y&Y good profit companies are giving very, very good returns. So low risk, high return strategy. Clear, friends? Let's move forward.
So I had a query. In some of your QBS scores, you have allocated a -1.
Yeah, because when there is a loss, they get minus.
Oh, okay. Even if EPS is 0, sometimes you get
no,
minus,
with 0 you don't get minus. Only with loss you get minus.
Okay, I was just seeing this.
Yeah, so whenever there will be loss, it is like a punishment. It is a punishment reward system.
Got it.
So if you will loss, it is minus. You don't grow, you get 0. You grow, you get 1.
Got it.
Are you able to understand the science behind it?
Yeah.
So we have to catch growing companies. We have to catch growing companies. So the purpose of doing QBS Jair is that you can immediately find, oh, this is a great company within 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That is the purpose of QBS.
Shailesh, so are you also capturing the magnitude? For example, if the growth is say more than the expected or more than the Sensex return or Nifty return, so are we giving? Okay.
Separate file है. QBS पहले हम लोग दे रहे हैं great quality company. QBS is a risk minimizing tool. मैं फिर बोल रहा हूँ, repeat कर रहा हूँ.
Right.
QBS is a risk minimizing tool. Okay, return के strategies कल सिखाऊंगा. How will you use QBS with 20% sales growth? How will you use QBS with AGS? How will you use QBS with profit growth? So that is an angle which I will teach you tomorrow. But अभी हम लोग दिखा रहे हैं कि पहले great track record companies, हमारा risk factor, low risk strategy first. Correct, Harish ji?
I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. फिर उसके बाद कल रिटर्न में फोकस करेंगे. बट वो कंपनी में QBS है, अच्छा है, 5 साल है, और अभी करंट में उसका रिटर्न 20% सेल्स ग्रोथ हो रहा है, तो दैट इज अ ग्रेट कंपनी टू इन्वेस्ट इन.
Right, right.
So how do you come from 127 to 15 companies? I will teach you tomorrow.
Oh, great.
अभी मैं आपको सिखा रहा हूँ 127 कंपनी का इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है.
तो कल सब 15 कंपनी ले लेंगे ऐसा लगता है.
Sorry.
So tomorrow whatever 15 stock you will show us, no, we'll purchase it.
नहीं, मैं आपको स्ट्रेटजी बता दूंगा. I have 24 different strategies.
Right.
From those 127, I have made different strategies for small cap, mid cap, large cap, different holding period. वो भी सिखाऊंगा.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so by the time you can manage everything.
So these strategies you were touching upon, even for mutual funds on your on the side, there is some sort of strategy mentioned.
Correct.
Would you be touching upon those as well?
No, that is not part of the course.
I see. Okay.
But once you understand this, on that basis, only mutual fund strategies are also made.
Okay.
The base is same.
Yeah.
The base for a mutual fund strategy comes from QBS only.
Correct.
So what we are the only ones who have made a score for every mutual fund scheme in the country. So these are completely innovative ideas which is not there in the country in any app. It's a completely new. Okay, let's move forward, Vikas. So earning per share is related to profits. So what we have observed is earning per share is a important criteria to understand. So we always calculate EPS growth rather than profit growth. According to our research, EPS growth gives you a better idea about a stock. Okay, so if the profit is high, but the EPS is falling, that means he has introduced more share capital in the company. The company is able to do profit from further investment of capital. So then the profit is high, but the EPS is low. So we see actually EPS growth, which gives us an idea that with the same capital, they are able to grow further. Okay, next slide.
So, Shailesh, so are you taking a basic EPS or diluted EPS here?
Diluted. Let us complete, Harish ji, बीच में पहले complete होने दीजिए session को, फिर पूरा चीज समझ में आ जाए. You know, it is all tested, it all tested for 5 years. बहुत research किया हुआ. We're not teaching theory here. We are teaching practical stuff. So basically, how you calculate EPS is TTM EPS is last 4 quarter का total net profit लेते हैं and divide कर देते हैं current market capitalization से. So this is the formula to calculate EPS. Okay, so this can be done in the app. आप आई करेंगे if you want to learn. So the EPS is calculated by this system. Next slide. ये तो बाद में करते हैं विकास. हाँ. Okay. सो हम लोग EPS देखते हैं. EPS का हम लोग वो करते हैं. विकास दिखा दे उनको EPS कैसे डाइल्यूट करते हो, दिखा दे बेटा उसमें एक्सेप्शनल आइटम करके. ये नहीं बेटा, शेयर में. हाँ,
या कमिंग. So we basically adjust the EPS. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, मान लीजिए अगर कोई कंपनी ने, if any company has given losses, consolidated उनका profit loss है due to exceptional item. Like I have taken example of Questcorp. Okay, I have taken example of Questcorp. So what we have done, a company has posted loss in March 20. In March 20 full year, company has posted loss of 444 crore. But what we saw, there's an exceptional item of 664 crore. Okay, these exceptional items are one-time losses. Okay, so what we do, we adjust those exceptional items. So actually the company had made a profit of 219 crore. So as somebody was saying about operating profits and non-operating profits, so this was not actually a operating loss. Company it has happened due to some unavoidable circumstances in the company. 664 company has to show as a exceptional item. So हम लोग क्या करते हैं, we give benefit to the company, और जहां पे company unnecessary profit दिखा देती है, like when they sell a land or when they sell any old machinery and everything, it's mostly sell a land or they get
कवर करेंगे विकास, just इनको सिर्फ दिखा दे, ये हम लोग एडजस्ट करते हैं हरीश जी, और वो भी कंपनी में स्प्लिट बोनस आता है उसका भी हम लोग एडजस्ट कर देते हैं तुरंत.
So any split bonus happens,
anything happens, आपको लेटेस्ट EPS मिल जाएगा.
शेयर वॉरेंट के थ्रू कोई भी इशू होता है तो we take adjusted EPS.
Right.
All are adjusted. Yeah.
So thank you, I got it. So diluted EPS means you are adjusting the stock split, the stock bonuses.
सब वो ऑटोमेटिक हो जाता है.
शेयर वारंट सब कुछ. हाँ.
उसके बाद फिर हम लोग ग्रोथ कैलकुलेट करते हैं, पूरा हिस्ट्री का हो जाता है. It is done automatically. हम लोग का पूरा ऑटो बनाया हुआ है.
ऑटो बनाया हुआ है.
मनी कंट्रोल में नहीं होता है, इसलिए इन्वेस्टर्स आर मेकिंग अ बिग ब्लंडर बाय फॉलोइंग. They don't do it.
Yeah.
They don't have a record of changing the diluted EPS, so they get confused. We do it.
Right. Yeah.
The data side, sir. We are a research side. The difference between data and research will always be there. You know.
Right.
So these are the mistakes done by investors. उनको idea नहीं है, because they don't have the formula. So we do it.
नहीं वो ओके गलत मनी कंट्रोल में बहुत सारे मिस्टेक्स है. सो यू नो बेस्ड अपॉन आप देखेंगे तो इफ यू टेक द डिसीजन एंड देन यू रिपेंट दैट व्हाट हैपेंड यार, ईपीएस इतना फॉल कैसे हो गया नेक्स्ट क्वार्टर में, यू नो. तो ऐसा हो जाता है. एनीवे
नॉलेज नहीं होने से हो जाता है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. ओके, अनदर इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर फ्रेंड्स व्हिच पीपल डू नॉट नो इज व्हाट इज कंसोलिडेटेड एंड स्टैंड अलोन. बहुत सिंपल टीचिंग है बट लोगों को मालूम नहीं है. ओके, लोगों को आइडिया नहीं है स्टैंड अलोन और कंसोलिडेटेड क्या होता है. ओके, सो there are about 1600 companies in NSE, out of which consolidated are 1119 companies. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि these companies have subsidiaries. Okay, subsidiaries को minority interest बोलते हैं. When the company has subsidiaries, group companies, उसको उसका सबका बैलेंस शीट लेके they announce the consolidated company. Okay, so आप जब भी देखेंगे you should only see consolidated results. तो उन लोग क्या consolidated result भी देते हैं, standalone भी देते हैं. But investors गलती करते हैं, they should only see consolidated financial results. Okay, second है कि standalone जो है, there are 4 to 425 companies जो group companies है ही नहीं, उन लोग स्टैंड अलोन रिजल्ट ही प्रोवाइड करते हैं मार्केट में. अगर आप उनका देखेंगे देयर कंसोलिडेटेड इज नॉट अवेलेबल. तो सिंपल है, आप जब भी रिजल्ट देखेंगे जहां पर कंसोलिडेटेड और स्टैंड अलोन दोनों है वहां कंसोलिडेटेड देखेंगे. जहां पर ओनली स्टैंड अलोन है, कंसोलिडेटेड नहीं है, वहां सिर्फ स्टैंड अलोन देखेंगे. ओके, तो ये बेसिक नॉलेज है बट इन्वेस्टर्स समहाउ डोंट हैव दिस बेसिक नॉलेज. तो इसीलिए हम लोग क्लियर कर देते हैं 2-4 मिनट में, थोड़ा क्लियर हो जाए. बट इतना डिटेल में आपको जाने का दरकार नहीं है, बिकॉज मैंने आपको पूरा खाना पका के QBS में दे दिया है. सो वी मेड दैट वेरी इजी. बट QBS कैसे इजी हुई है उसका मैं आपको डिटेल दिखा रहा हूं, सो दैट यू स्टार्ट बिलीविंग इन QBS. QBS is the easiest way to understand the fundamental value of a company. But what goes behind QBS is what I'm showing in the program. That is why when they do the 4-day program, they start believing in QBS in a very strong way and they make more money. It is, sir, stock market is about building conviction about a stock. So QBS is a conviction building tool, risk minimizing tool quality tool which gives you the fundamental value of companies. So you get protected and you don't waste time. It is quick, fast, easy. Within 2 seconds, you know this is a great company or a bad company. Because sir, आज के दिन मुझे मालूम है किसी के पास टाइम नहीं है. You don't have time to do research. ये consolidated है, financial है. देखिए आपने भी time spend कर दिया. किसको time है? Right? But once you know, oh, इसका QBS is very very detailed. It is not कि भैया मेरा मन किया एक दिन मैंने उठा और मैंने QBS बना दिया. It is 20 years of effort in the QBS. It's like the entire car is built. आप गाड़ी में बैठिए और गाड़ी चलाइए. अब गाड़ी कैसे बनी, इंजन कैसे बना, उसमें कैसे कौन सी टायर कौन सी यूज हुई, कौन सा स्टील यूज किए, क्या पेंट किए, सीट कैसे बनाया, ब्रेक कैसे बनाए, वो थोड़ा सा आइडिया दे रहे हैं आपको इस प्रोग्राम में. बट इफ यू डोंट वांट एन आइडिया, जस्ट गो टू QBS. बट टू मेक यू बिलीव इन QBS, वी आर शेयरिंग ऑल द डिटेल्स कि उसमें कितनी डिटेल्स है. You know, the science behind the success of our app, or the science behind we being successful and making 200 and 300 paid customers every month. You can imagine the kind of growth we are going through because we are sharing things very simply. So we definitely seek your help to grow us further. Let's move forward. Okay, this is a very important concept. Quarterly results देखना बहुत जरूरी है. Okay, quarterly results is a very important criteria. Fundamental people, जो fundamentals होते हैं, उनको price से कोई link नहीं होता है. They are not linked to price. They only want, fundamental people are only interested in companies which will, you know, which gives quarterly results. उनके लिए quarterly results ज्यादा कोई भी important चीज नहीं होती है. Okay? अब quarterly results कब तक announce होता है date, ये भी आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. March quarter में yearly results announce होती है. So the last date is 30th May. इसमें आपको sales, profit, ROE and cash flow मिलता है QBS के लिए. June quarter का last date है 14th August. Where all the companies by legal, company law rules, they have to declare the results. Okay, जिसमें हमको सिर्फ sales and profits मिलता है. September quarter has to be announced by 14th November. So you get sales, profit, ROE and cash flow. And in December quarter, okay, it is announced by 15th February. इसीलिए हम लोग आपको जब कल अपने strategies दिखाएंगे, we only declare the new stocks after the quarterly results. We catch any company which does well in the stock market. We catch them. We do the understanding of momentum and quality, and then we release those stocks, which gives fantastic returns to the customer. So we are very return focused company, but with low risk. High returns with low risk is our formula. We can also make strategies which is highly profitable but high risk also, which we don't want to share with people. It is very risky. क्योंकि कल जब बाजार गिरेगा ना, you start hating me. तो मुझे वैसा काम नहीं करना. We want to build only those strategies कि market गिरेगा भी, बोला ठीक है 10% गिरा कोई problem नहीं है. I had invested 10 lakh rupees, I'm losing 1 lakh. And when the market goes up, you immediately recover that 1 lakh, and we are very, very good friends forever. I want to make you friend forever. I don't want you to be a friend only for when the market is up, you are my friend. When the market goes down, I become your enemy. मेरे को वैसा चीज नहीं करना. I want to teach you, I want to make you a friend forever by being practical, by showing you low risk strategies. I am repeating again and again the same thing so that you understand the emphasis which I am giving. Because this is the one thing I want you to put it in your mind, that low risk is very, very important in the stock market. And QBS is a low minimizing risk tool. Okay, so this is an important concept. Let's move forward. Okay, next Vikas, next please. Now, how to study quarterly results? ये भी लोगों को थोड़ा idea नहीं है. Y and Y, it is all know year on year. What is year on year? So when you will read the newspaper, you will see Y and Y. So people think, oh, it is talking about annual. It is about 1 year results. Year on year, there is no link with annual results. 1 year has no link with 12 months. Year on year means the same quarter compared to the previous quarter of the previous year. That is the meaning of Y and Y. So quarter September compared to quarter September 19. This is known as YOY. So many investors don't know this, that what is Y and Y. So they make a mistake. They don't understand when they read the newspaper, they don't understand this concept. So this is a very simple concept. So we were surprised. And Y and Y is always better because it captures the seasonal cycles. If in the previous season, same time, if they've not done well, then the company has some problem. Right? So this is the meaning of Y and Y or year on year. This is a very important concept which you have to understand. Okay, so Y and Y is more important because it captures the seasonal cycle. What is Q and Q? Q and Q means current quarter compared to the previous quarter. That is known as Q and Q. Okay, so these are some terms which is written in newspapers or when people will talk. So you should be clear, okay, Y and Y means not 12 months or annual. Y and Y means current quarter compared to previous quarter.
Sir, just sorry to interrupt you. Can you give an example for the seasonal cycle? Just one typical example.
Yeah, coming to next one is next. Your question and the answer is there on the screen.
Super.
Okay, so seasonal cycle like Vadilal. They always lose money in December. Because it's an ice cream company. Nobody eats ice cream in December. So whenever they will release the December result, they will always create losses. So there are many companies, not more. There are only 20, 30 companies actually, which has one quarter, they always lose money because of the season. विकास इसका लिस्ट बना देगा क्या कौन से सीजन में हरदम लॉस करते हैं 3 सीजन में हरदम प्रॉफिट करते हैं
हाँ ठीक है बना देगा
कल दे देंगे ना कितने कंपनीज हैं वी ऑलवेज लूज मनी इन दैट सीजन फॉर द लास्ट 5 years.
Even the pesticide companies are also seasonal, like quarterly.
But they don't lose money. Pesticide lose money.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they actually lose money in one quarter every time.
Okay.
और ये हम लोग दिखा सकते हैं विकास कि they always have degrowth in one quarter. ये भी दिखा सकते हैं विकास हाँ
ठीक है हाँ
degrowth हो रहा है उनका मतलब उस समय growth होती ही नहीं है मतलब उसमें So there are only 20-30 companies like this. हम लोग ने check किया था. So that is the meaning of seasonal cycle. Move next, please. Move ahead. This is very important. How you can exit your counter after the quarterly results. Why quarterly results are important? So if in the app because दिखाएगा क्या वो जो app से तो अपने हटा दिए ना हाँ उसमें है फ्रंट पेज में है तेरा फ्रंट पेज में 5 value principles. Front page Vikash of your PPT. 5 universal principles value. Yeah, this one. So अगर आप देखिए कि exit parameter है, so आर के नीचे quarterly degrowth in sales and EPS. So this is one of the ways you exit. Many people ask me, कल कोई पूछ रहा था exit कैसे करें? So quarterly results is the time you enter a stock and after quarterly results you exit. So investor only trades 4 times in a year, only 4 times. Okay, so I'll show you the investor mentality. Because investor mentality. Are you learning something? Do you think you're learning something? Have anybody? Do you think it was worth your time, your money?
Sir, it's a gold, sir. I cannot say anything. Maybe it's the best fortune ever I got in my life. All new. I used to Google a lot. I tell you, many things are something I never ever heard of. I think it's every minute is worth.
Okay, so this is the trader mindset. This is the investor, because trader हटा देना बेटा ये पहले ऊपर में confusion हो जाता है.
Okay, we'll remove it.
Investor mindset, the way investors should think. So money control वाला भी हटा देना. So basically, investor mindset only looks at the result once in a quarter. Okay, he does not follow daily price movement. He does not follow any news, no TV, no friend tips. He does not make any watch list. He does not make portfolio and money control.
This is good.
He only decides entry and exit once in a quarter. He only decides entry and exit once in a quarter. He trades maximum 4 times in a year. He waits for the market to fall. For a fundamental good investor, he always will wait for the market to fall. Market fall is an opportunity for him. He concentrates on his business or job and sleeps in peace. His portfolio of good stock is ready with updated results once in a quarter. This is the mindset of an investor. If you are trading more than 4 times in a year, you are not an investor. You are a trader. Again, I'm repeating, if you are trading more than 4 times in a year, you are a trader, you are not an investor. Please remember that.
Sir,
in fact, investors only trade once or twice in a year. That's it.
So just a question here.
Yeah.
What is a guarantee that I will get the correction only during the quarter results? It can happen in between
tomorrow. It's a buy question. When to buy is tomorrow, not today. Today we are talking of quality stocks. Today we are choosing the girl and boy. Tomorrow we will decide the marriage date, what to do, when to get married, when to get engaged. We'll decide tomorrow. Okay, slow, one by one. If you see, I'm not wasting any time, Venkatji. I'm continuously teaching by the structure. So please understand, friend, it is very important that you have an investor mindset. So the greatest thing what you can learn is to have an investor mindset. And then you can make money peacefully. And every fall of the market is an opportunity. Like PI Industries is available at 16%. Hyrocare is available at 21%. These are great opportunities to buy these companies. Very, very good opportunity to buy these companies. Okay, next slide. But you just have to be careful with valuation, which we will teach tomorrow. So trader mindset. He follows daily price movement. For a trader, he has to follow daily price movement, news and TV, which stocks are Vikas isme add kar de. They buy stock which goes upper circuit, volume. Just add the बाद में कर देना विकास, बस नोट कर ले एक बार. नोट करके रख ले.
Okay.
Okay, he has strict stop loss. If he sells, he books profit very quickly. He follows technical analysis. Fundamental analysis, investors don't need to follow technical analysis, friend. Again, I'm repeating. Technical analysis is for traders, not for investors. He takes high risk for high profits. So fundamental investors only need to see valuation. They need to see good quality companies, invest and forget. Where for traders, they need to be expert in technical analysis. Investors don't need to be expert in technical analysis. This is another very important thing. People do not know the difference between the two. So they get confused. Okay. Again, I'm repeating, technical trader needs technical analysis 100%. But an investor does not need technical analysis. For them, good quality companies and valuation is important. And correction. For them, that is good enough. So this is the difference between an investor and a trader. Okay, and most people, they are actually traders, but they think they are investors. Actually, they are traders. They don't have investment mindset. They want to buy daily, they want to trade daily because it gives them a kick. You know, they enjoy when they play with money. So that is a trading mentality. Investors are, they are called, they save money for themselves. They save, they invest in an intelligent way. Traders are, it is more like they want to enjoy. No problem, but even if you want to become a trader, do it in a proper manner. Do it in a proper manner. Okay, let's move ahead. So whenever there is a degrowth, that is the time you can exit a fundamental stock after quarterly results. So we will also exit, but after quarterly results is the time you decide to enter a stock, you decide to rebalance your portfolio, okay, or you decide to exit a stock. That is can be done once in a quarter, right? Everybody does. You can also do it. Even the mutual fund managers changes some stocks, book some profits, sell some stocks after the results. Most of the intelligent people behave like this. And not if they have 20-30 stocks, maybe 2 or 3 stocks, they might change every quarter. The rest they will keep. So it is like actively managing a portfolio. Now, if you don't want to manage a portfolio for the whole year, then you need to have a different mindset, which I will train you tomorrow. If you want to hold the portfolio for 1 year, you don't want to check the market for 1 year, then you need to have a different mindset. Okay, where the risk has to be tackled in a very different way. So I will show you that when you are making portfolios for a year, there is a different mindset. When you have to make portfolios for a quarter, it's a different mindset. When you're doing intraday trading, it's a different mindset. Okay, with intraday trading, please learn technical analysis, which I don't teach. But if you invest in good stocks, you can make money in day trading also, which I've started from today, giving calls also for day trading. But I'm only giving calls in very, very good companies where the chances of making money is very, very high. So if you see, I wanted to show you how you can start exiting counters after quarterly results, because people need to know how to exit fundamental stocks. We only exit fundamental stocks when a company shows degrowth in sales and profits. Now, when we could have exited Yes Bank. So we exited most of the Yes Bank, at about $168. So we were exiting. So if you see, the result of 18 September came on 26th of October. And there was a huge degrowth. From a 30% growth, they went into degrowth. So that was a big concern. Something is wrong in the company. This is the first warning signal. The price was 180 rupees. But sometimes, because it was a very, very good company, the QBS was also very high of the company. It was 16, 17. So I waited for another quarter. The next quarter, again, when the results came out on 25th January, there was a degrowth. I started getting worried. I started selling some Yes Bank. The third result, when it came on 30th April 19, the price was 168. I sold off everything because there was a degrowth of 227%. And then what happened? The price went down to 6 rupees. But I was able to exit the counter at 168 rupees. Now, this is the greatest learning. You will never get an exit strategy which is very, very well planned. So please follow quarterly results. Surprisingly, if you have 20-30 stocks, you can check the quarterly results in my app very easily. And wherever there is degrowth, you can exit that counter. Okay, I will show you DHFL also. At what rate we could exit DHFL. Because DHFL है ना, next slide.
No, DHFL. We'll add it DHFL.
हाँ. DHFL भी हम लोग 600 रुपया में निकल गए थे. ऐसे ही हुआ था. We were able to exit at $600 because there was a huge degrowth in DHFL. तो हमको लगा कुछ गड़बड़ है, इसे exit करो. So whenever there is a profit growth is entry, profit degrowth is exit. This should be the strategy. This is how all the intelligent people take decisions to enter and exit. It is so simple. It is so simple. Fundamental entry, fundamental exit. This is called, that is why we don't need any technical analysis. We can exit with fundamental analysis. Any questions, friends? Did you learn something? Any questions, friend? आपको अच्छा लगा ये? नहीं लगा?
Yes, sir, very much. Sir, one thing, you mentioned, I think in a couple of slides that the exit is on the degrowth and sales both. Is that you have to consider both or any one, or which is?
Sometimes you have to, अगर एक ही quarter में करना है तो both होना चाहिए.
Okay.
अगर if you want to exit, or if one is growing and one is not, then I wait for 2-3 quarters.
Okay.
But in one quarter both are bad, then I definitely exit in one quarter only.
Will I be also looking the YOY on the both, right?
Yes. On one quarter, if both happened, I will exit in that quarter only after the results. If both there is a degrowth in sales, but I usually check 20% growth, 20% degrowth.
Okay.
I actually check 20% degrowth. Okay, Rajesh Deshmukh. हाँ राजेश जी, आप क्या बोले? राजेश जी, क्या समझ में आया आपको? Because many people ask me, please tell us when to exit. So this is one way to exit a counter. So any good share, you can hold it. Any winning stock, you can hold it for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. But there will be a time when they will show degrowth. And when they show degrowth in both, in 2 or 3 quarters, you have to decide to exit the counter. Are we communicating?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if the company does degrowth and you don't exit, then it is a blunder. Because this is where the investors make a mistake, because they think, it was a good share, I will hold it. But when they show a degrowth, the QBS will go down, the price will go down.
Sir, I have one confusion, sir, here with the sales and see, generally the sales nahi hai, the growth bhi nahi hai. So ऐसा हो सकता है, complementary हो सकता है क्या sir? Sales is good, degrowth happen, or the degrowth is the growth is good and sales is bad. ऐसा हो सकता है क्या?
हो सकता है, होता है. होता है. इसीलिए you have to consider both. If you want to exit in one quarter, if you want to exit from one parameter, then you wait for 2 quarters.
Sir, can you give one stock example, sir? Just with
बहुत example है, देख लीजिए ना, बहुत example है. विकास example दिखा देना. Sales growth हो रहा है, profit growth नहीं हो रहा है. Profit growth हो रहा है, sales growth नहीं हो रहा. विकास दिखा दे भाई. You can do it in the app also, but I'll show you. Less than करना होगा. एक less करना.
Yeah, sales.
Sales is less, sales is greater, profit is less, right?
Yeah.
देखिए इतने companies हैं. You can do it in your app, Mr. Venkat.
Okay, sir.
होती है, but does not mean कि कंपनी खराब हो गई. इसमें हम लोग वो देखना होगा जिसमें. So this is exactly, some people were asking me, how do we decide hold? So whenever we see the companies has this, it will go and hold. So how do we decide strong buy? If they are continuing, with sales growth and profit growth, then it will remain a strong buy. But when they show degrowth, it will become hold. Some people are asking, na, hold कैसे decide करते हैं, Mr. Harish?
Yeah.
Harish, this is how we decide hold and strong buy. Strong buy will, they are continuing with the profit growth and sales growth. But whenever it will degrowth, it will go and hold them.
Sir, इसमें EPS and sales growth, you give equal weightage or some different weightage, sir?
Equal weightage. All are equal weightage. Very simple, not complicated.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Harish, did you get your answer?
Yes, I got it.
So if they continue with sales growth and profit growth, it will remain strong buy. If they lose both, it will go and hold. If they do one, it will go to buy. This is the difference between strong buy, and that is why strong buys are the strongest shares, because the current quarter also they are growing. That is why only if you buy strong buy, you will make 17% return per year. My strong buys are the best winning stocks which I give to the people. And I don't see any valuation. You can even buy if the P is 100, you will still make money, which I will prove you tomorrow. Strong buy is my winning stocks, great quality stocks. Okay. So the difference between QBS and strong buy is, although only the current quarterly results have to be positive. Both have to be positive. If one is positive, it will go to buy. If both are negative, it will go to hold. Is it clear? People were asking me about, who else was asking me about strong buy and hold? I'm answering that question. Is it clear to everyone in the app?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So strong buy means the current quarter sales and EPS is growing. Buy means that one of them is growing, one of them is not growing. When both are degrowing, the company that stock will go to hold. Clear? Not clear in this? That is why the strong buys are the best stocks to invest in.
Sir, but this rating can change only after quarter result, right?
Obviously,
quarterly result.
After nothing changes before. It only changes once in a quarter.
So I asked this one of the question to Mr. Vikasji also in the large cap, because I was a subscriber of the large cap. So where the recommendation would have got, obviously if the recommendation is buy or not strong buy, the stock would have been not there. Now I see that one of the stock is on hold, like Bandhan Bank.
Yeah.
Would there be any other criteria it could go hold even before a quarterly result?
No, there is no other criteria.
But right now I see that the Bandhan Bank is on hold.
As after the results, it may have gone into hold.
No, sir,
everything is updated after the results. Vikas, did you understand Mr. Venkat's question? We only do once in a quarter. What is his question? Did he ask you?
Sir,
are you able to understand?
Sir, very simple, sir. There was 6 stocks was given in the large cap. By the 20th of November, I think very sure that you might have released those stocks after the quarterly results.
We update the results whenever the results happen. The category changes. It does not wait for 14th of November. When the results will come, the category will change automatically after the results.
That's right, sir. But if the stocks is released by 20th of November, the category would have been already finalized, right, for that quarter. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So my question was basically
category and strategy has no link.
Okay.
Category and strategy has no link.
That is what I said last time also. Yeah.
Strategy is based on returns. It may have some hold stocks. Strategy gives you returns.
Okay, sir. Okay, got it.
Please understand, strategy has no link with category.
Yes.
Because it also has AGS. So I may take certain stock which is hold, but it is doing very well in momentum and it will give me great returns. I will buy those stocks.
This answers my question. So basically the strategy could have a stock which is on hold also.
Obviously, there are many hold stock, but they are doing very well. So I buy them in hold also.
Okay, sir. Clear.
Yeah.
My question is clear.
Vikas, please continue. Huh? I'm coming over, having some water.
Yeah. So this is exactly what happened with Yes Bank, as sir has discussed with you, that so we can also see there was a loss in March 2019. They posted loss in EPS, quarterly loss. So this was the first time company has posted losses, and there was a huge degrowth. So we can exit these kind of counters where QVS is good, they are doing very well in fundamental, but suddenly something happened. So quarterly results become very important. Any query do we have with regard to quarterly results?
Yeah, what is the criteria for sell actually?
Criteria, if the company goes into a loss, so this is the area where we consider that company as a sell. If any point of time company goes a quarterly loss, yeah.
Yeah, so I just want to understand. So any point of time, if there is a quarterly loss, is a sell, right? You are saying?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It is the first hint that company is going in a wrong direction.
So, for example, Titan Industry. So last quarter they posted a loss actually.
Exactly.
Do you think this is like sell?
Yeah, because see, the last quarter was COVID. So what happened? Whenever they post losses, we keep it as a sell, even if whatever the scenario is. So if next quarter, if they convert their sell into profit, then things can change.
सिर्फ लास्ट क्वार्टर मत ले, हम लोग थोड़ा सा लास्ट क्वार्टर बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड.
एग्जैक्टली.
सितंबर में शायद, फिर सितंबर का क्या रिजल्ट है टाइटन का?
हाँ, it was positive, I saw that.
So वो ठीक हो जाता है, वो सिर्फ कोविड के लिए था, उसको भूल जाइए.
ओके.
तब वापस नॉर्मलाइज हो गया वो शेयर वापस.
ठीक है.
वो कोविड के कारण में था, तो उसको नहीं लेते हैं, once in a 100-year phenomenon.
Got it.
Okay, let's continue. Okay.
Should I or you will continue?
नहीं, कंटिन्यू कर रहा है. So ये इनकम स्टेटमेंट है. इसमें अगर आप देखेंगे कि कैसे इनकम स्टेटमेंट बनती है पूरा, ओके, तो अगर मोस्ट नीचे जाएंगे तो अगर आप देखेंगे there is a difference between PAT and net profit. बिकॉज़ देख PAT और net profit का डिफरेंस दिखा दे इनको, मार्क कर दे PAT and net profit. तो वो ये लोगों को डिफरेंस नहीं मालूम है. there is a difference. तो जितने कंसोलिडेटेड कंपनीज होते हैं, PAT के बाद दे माइनस द माइनॉरिटी इंटरेस्ट इन शेयर ऑफ प्रॉफिट, ये कंसोलिडेटेड कंपनीज में होती है, एंड देन दे शो द नेट प्रॉफिट. ओके, उसकी ईपीएस दिखते हैं. तो दिस इज द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. सो एक्सेप्शनल आइटम्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज दे आर अ वे टू सेपरेट. तो उसमें अगर आप ऊपर देखेंगे एक्सेप्शनल आइटम को भी मैनेज करते हैं. विकास दिखा दे एक बार प्रीवियस स्लाइड. एक्सेप्शनल आइटम क्या होती है? ये भी थोड़ा जानना जरूरी है. Okay, these are certain things which happens, but exceptional item को कभी importance नहीं देना चाहिए because it is more of an adjustment. So what is an exceptional item आपको दिखाते हैं, and what is a minority interest? Some basic knowledge we should have. Not very important, friends, but you should know these things as in fundamental analysis. So exceptional item क्या होती है? Which has no relation with the normal business. Okay, profit and loss arises on disposal of fixed asset, abnormal losses, amount received in settlement, write-off of capital expenditure intangible. तो ये सब बहुत सारी चीज होती है, write-off of goodwill. तो एक्सेप्शनल आइटम होता है कोई पुराना प्रॉफिट आ गया लैंड के कारण या कोई गुडविल को राइट ऑफ किया, विच हैज नथिंग टू डू विद द नॉर्मल बिजनेस. तो उसको हमारे ऐप में हम लोग एडजस्ट करके दिखाते हैं. तो कोई कोई कंपनी लॉस दिखाती है बट उसको हम लोग एडजस्ट कर देते हैं. सो दैट एडजस्टमेंट इज ऑलरेडी टेकिंग केयर ऑफ इन द कैटेगरी ऑल्सो. बिकॉज कैटेगरी में हम लोग ने कर दिया था ना एडजस्टमेंट.
हाँ करा हुआ है.
तो जो कैटेगरी की एडजस्टमेंट है उसको हम लोग एडजस्ट कर देते हैं उसको एक्सेप्शनल आइटम में. ओके, सो दीज आर एक्सेप्शनल आइटम जो होती है जिससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कंपनी के नॉर्मल ऑपरेशंस के लिए. ओके, बट दिस हैपेंस वेरी रेयरली. हम लोग ने स्टडी किया था अबाउट 1600 कंपनी में 20-30 कंपनीज में एक्सेप्शनल आइटम होती है एवरी क्वार्टर. बट दैट डज नॉट मीन दैट द कंपनी अचानक दिखाएगा लॉस हो गया है. तो आपको देखना पड़ेगा भाई एक्सेप्शनल आइटम तो नहीं है ना विच इज अवेलेबल इन द ऐप. तो आप देख लीजिएगा इसको. Right, but this knowledge should be important because people अरे लॉस हो गया, क्या हो गया, इतनी अच्छी कंपनी थी. तो people become, because of lack of knowledge they get scared. Okay, next slide. Extraordinary तो बहुत rare होता है because of earthquakes, tsunamis, fire. But होती है, it's a bad luck, you know, it's a God event. You can't do anything. तो ऐसा होता है. Next slide. What is minority interest and share of PL of associates? Okay, तो यही minority interest होती है ग्रुप कंपनी जो जितनी consolidated companies होती है where the company has taken 20-30% stake in a company. उसका loss profit भी इसमें जुड़ता है. Share of PL of associates भी इसमें जुड़ता है. So this is, इसके बाद PAT के बाद net profit दिखाया जाता है. This is what we were sharing of understanding because there are many companies जिसमें minority interest होती है. So there is a difference in PAT and there is a difference in net profit. तो बहुत लोगों को difference नहीं मालूम है कि PAT अलग होता है, net profit अलग होता है. लेकिन जितने stand alone companies होती है उसमें PAT ही होता है because there is no net profit. उसका PAT और net profit दोनों same होता है in stand alone companies. But consolidated companies में PAT अलग होता है, net profit अलग होता है. Correct? इसका knowledge होना हमें बहुत जरूरी है.
सर ये माइनॉरिटी इंटरेस्ट 49% तक होता है सर.
हाँ वही मतलब इट कैन बी टिल 45%. एग्जांपल के लिए दिया हम लोग.
या ओके,
एग्जांपल के लिए दिए. ओके, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट एंड टुडे, फ्री कैश फ्लो. ओके, फ्री कैश फ्लो क्या होता है कि कंपनी इज सेविंग मनी आफ्टर प्रॉफिट के बाद भी. बहुत लोग क्या करते हैं, प्रॉफिट के बाद कंपनी सेव नहीं कर पाती है. क्यों? क्योंकि उनको दे हैव टू स्पेंड मनी इन केपेक्स, कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर करना पड़ता है. सो देयर आर मेनी कंपनीज व्हिच डज नॉट हैव कैश. क्योंकि क्या है कि समझिए आप कंपनी में केपेक्स लगाया जा रहा है, कैपिटल लगाया जा रहा है, आप प्रॉफिट कर रहे हैं 20 करोड़ रुपया और 18 करोड़ रुपया केपेक्स कर दिए, तो एक्चुअल पैसा तो आपको 2 ही करोड़ बचा. करेक्ट? फिर आपने प्रॉफिट किया, फिर आपने केपेक्स कर दिया. तो ये जो केपेक्स की प्रॉब्लम है उसमें कंपनी सेव नहीं कर पाता. दैट मींस द कंपनी इज कंटिन्यूअसली पुटिंग मनी, नॉट सेविंग मनी. बट जो इंटेलिजेंट एफिशिएंट मैनेजमेंट होता है ना, वो क्या करता है, सेव करके रखता है एंड राइट टाइम पे दे यूज द मनी टू ग्रो द कंपनी. सो दे आर वेरी वेरी स्मार्ट. दे आर वेरी वेरी स्मार्ट. ओके, सो फ्री कैश फ्लो. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट होता है फ्री कैश फ्लो. कैसे कैलकुलेट होता है? इट इज बाय ऑपरेटिंग कैश फ्लो माइनस कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर. दिस इज हाउ फ्री कैश फ्लो इज कैलकुलेटेड. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, फ्री कैश फ्लो में हम लोग देखते हैं जिस कंपनी में डेट है या जिस कंपनी हम लोग सब एडजस्ट करके we only take those companies which has genuine free cash flow. ओके तो बहुत बार क्या होती है, बिकॉज ऑफ अकाउंटिंग एडजस्टमेंट कंपनी लॉस में है, लेकिन डेप्रिसिएशन का बेनिफिट में उसका फ्री कैश फ्लो प्लस है, उसको भी हटा देना चाहिए. यू शुड ओनली सी प्रॉफिटेबल कंपनीज. ओके, जो प्रॉफिटेबल कंपनीज है उसी का फ्री कैश फ्लो हमें देखना चाहिए. दैट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट जो सब लोग थोड़ा मिस कर जाते हैं. ऐसे 150-200 कंपनी है, कंपनी एक्चुअली लॉस में है बट फ्री कैश फ्लो पॉजिटिव है. So those companies are not good. So we don't give marks to those companies. The companies have to be profitable. The companies should have less capex and then they generate free cash flow. उसी को हम लोग calculate करते हैं. And even we minus the company which has debt. So the free cash flow, the way we show in the app is genuinely those companies which is saving that money and saving money for themselves. For banking and financial companies, you don't see free cash flow because उनका पूरा काम ही कैश लेना और कैश देना है. So financial companies में आप debt to equity ratio नहीं देखते हैं, free cash flow नहीं देखते हैं, and you don't even. So financial and banking companies में when we calculate the QBS, we actually take NPA. We take NPA actually, non-performing asset, to calculate the QBS of companies. We don't take free cash flow to calculate for financial companies. तो आप जब मेरे उसमें जाएंगे, विकास दिखा दे HDFC बैंक. अभी तक हम लोग QBS का ही आपको पूरा डिटेल्स दिखा रहे हैं कि QBS कैलकुलेशन में कितनी डिटेल्स हम लोग फॉलो करते हैं. देखिए वी शो बाय एनपीए. तो जितने फाइनेंशियल कंपनीज हैं एंड बैंक्स हैं, वी कैलकुलेट एनपीए, वी डोंट शो फ्री कैश फ्लो इन कैलकुलेटिंग द क्यूबीएस. सो दिस इज वेरी इंटेलिजेंट फॉर, प्लीज रिमेंबर, फाइनेंशियल कंपनीज, बैंकिंग कंपनीज में आप कभी भी फ्री कैश फ्लो नहीं देखेंगे, कभी डेट टू इक्विटी रेशियो नहीं देखेंगे, बिकॉज उनका काम ही है पैसा लेना और पैसा देना. क्लियर? लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. Okay, so free cash flow is calculated by operating cash flow minus capex. That is known as free cash flow. Plus the company should be profitable and the company's debt to equity ratio should not be more than 1. Then only we will consider companies as free cash flow. And we also divide free cash flow, we have to see last 2 years. Because कभी-कभी क्या होता है, last year इस तरह का देखने से हम लोग को really मालूम पड़ता है that because many accounting entries are merged between 2 years. So to actually know, we actually take the last 2 years as free cash flow. Then we actually, and then we give a mark to them that this company is genuinely saving money. Okay, so if you see Reliance has a continuously negative free cash flow and they have so much of debt, that is a risk in the company. Okay, so जब अगर बाजार गिरेगा तो रिलायंस बहुत जोर गिरेगा. अगर आप देखिए लास्ट 3 महीना से रिलायंस पार्टिसिपेट ही नहीं किए. रिलायंस ओनली गेव न्यूज बिकॉज ऑफ गूगल एंड फेसबुक इन्वेस्टमेंट. बट अगर आप 10-11 हजार से बाजार 14,000 हो गया, रिलायंस इज नॉट पार्टिसिपेटेड. इनफैक्ट रिलायंस इज फॉलन. So people don't understand these things. So if the market will fall, Reliance will fall very drastically because there is an inherent risk. It has high debt and no free cash flow. Free cash flow really increases the risk of companies. No free cash flow. Free cash flow decreases the risk in the company. That is why it is part of QBS to minimize the risk of companies. कि वो कंपनी, कौन सी कंपनी सबसे ज्यादा कम दाम गिरेगी. Okay, so it's a very, very important thing. Questions later, please. Questions later. Okay, This is a very, very important concept. Move forward. Now, how free cash flow cannot be manipulated. बहुत ध्यान से learn करिएगा. Learn it very, very thoroughly. So if you see, you know, the true case, मतलब the actual accounting was true case. ये actual accounting है. So the actual profit of the company was 38 crores. नीचे दिखा दे 38 crores. But to show the growth, they manipulated. ये इसको manipulation बोलते हैं जो बहुत companies करती है, but आप उसको कैसे पकड़ सकते हैं. That is why free cash flow is a very important fundamental protector from bad company policies. And people do it legally. This is not a fraud, but an accounting jugglery. So that is why free cash flow really minimizes the risk and reduces. That is why it is part of QBS. And free cash flow ka knowledge somehow बहुत कम है market में. So they make a lot of mistakes with free cash flow. Okay, so how do you do accounting jugglery? So क्या है, अगर आप देखेंगे उसको अपना प्रॉफिट बढ़ाना है. सो केस है में उसने क्या किया, उसने अपना प्रॉफिट बढ़ा लिया. He increased his profit, huh? So because he increased his profit, उसका प्रॉफिट नीचे 188 crores हो गया. So if you increase the sales, प्रॉफिट बढ़ गई उसकी, तो you have to do an entry in the balance sheet. We can just show the balance sheet. तो बैलेंस शीट में अगर देखिए he had to increase the debtor because actual sales तो था नहीं. तो वहां सेल्स बढ़ाया और प्रॉफिट बढ़ा लिया. तो you will see, अरे ये तो बहुत बड़ा प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ कंपनी है. बट एक्चुअली दिस कंपनी को अपना डेटर बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. तो डेटर जब बढ़ाएगा तो फ्री कैश फ्लो में वो पकड़ा जाएगा. कम इन द फ्री कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट. सो इन फ्री कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट ये अगर देखिए चेंज इन डेटर्स, ऊपर देखिए -250 crores, right? So actual free cash flow is minus. Because of this accounting jugglery, his free cash flow has become -103 crores. नीचे विकास. It has become -103 crores. So free cash flow is not easy to manipulate. And this is where fund managers love cash flow statements, where investors को knowledge ही नहीं है cash flow statement क्या होता है. That is why it is part of QBS. इससे बहुत सारी कंपनी को मैंने पकड़ लिया जिसका फ्री कैश फ्लो है ही नहीं. They are not saving money. There is a company called Naukri, Info Edge. बहुत अच्छा कंपनी है, बहुत बढ़ता है, बहुत अच्छा है, but उसका कैश फ्लो नहीं है. Reliance. So these are companies which we catch which has a lot of problem with free cash flow. And free cash flow is a जिसमें नहीं होता है वो कंपनी बहुत डेंजरस है. Because it does not have money. कल कुछ हो गया मतलब they cannot fight the economy. समझिए इकोनॉमी में कोविड आया, राइट? रिलायंस का देखिए सेल्स ग्रोथ डीग्रोथ हो गया, प्रॉफिट भी डीग्रोथ हो गया. बिकॉज दे डोंट हैव द मनी टू सर्वाइव. अभी भी लोन बहुत है. तो इट इज वेरी लॉजिकल ना सर. सोचिए यू हैव सेविंग्स इन द बैंक, यू कैन सर्वाइव, यस और नो. बट इफ यू डोंट हैव सेविंग्स इन द बैंक देन हाउ विल यू सर्वाइव? करेक्ट, नॉट करेक्ट? So these are very important things. एक और accounting कैसे jugglery करते दिखाते हैं. Case B. Second way how you can do accounting jugglery. Go back, Vikash. Go back, please. Yeah. So अगर देखें case B. अब यहाँ पर क्या किया? उसने क्या किया? R&D cost था actual 200. उसने क्या किया? उसको 0 कर दिया. Many people what they do capitalize. तो अगर यहाँ 0 किया तो उसको कैपिटल एंट्री वहां पर कैपिटल बढ़ाना पड़ा अपना. दिखाओ बैलेंस शीट में. See, they had to increase the fixed asset. They had to increase by 1100 crore because there has to be a debit and credit entry. That is why you have to study balance sheet and PL. Okay. In fact, you don't have to study. You just have conviction in QBS. Your life is done actually. You know. But these are the details of the intelligence behind QBS. So 900 to 1100 करना पड़ा. अब फ्री कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट में जाइए. फ्री कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट में ऑपरेटिंग कैश फ्लो है, बढ़ गया यहाँ पर, लेकिन उसको केपेक्स माइनस करना पड़ा, तो 103 करोड़ हो गया माइनस. सो एक्चुअली फ्री कैश फ्लो है ही नहीं. So this is how you catch free cash flow. You cannot manipulate because the investor community does not know how sometimes they manipulate, they get stuck. So QBS में हम लोग इसको पकड़ के QBS बनाते हैं. So many people ask me, Reliance saying, yes, no free cash flow. I will not buy Reliance. It may be your best company, but I will not buy Reliance. Info Edge, Motherson Sumi, there are so many large companies, जिसका free cash flow है ही नहीं. They never save money. Very high capex. I will never buy those companies because जब बाजार गिरेगा, वो companies will fall like a house of cards. I want to minimize your risk. QBS minimizes the risk. QBS is a stock which beats the economy. It has no link with the economy. That is called QBS. QBS is quality. QBS is fundamental value. QBS is great, friends. Okay, don't believe me. Just see all the companies, study the company which is given in QBS. Then you will realize, oh my God, such a detailed analysis given to us simply. In fact, free of cost है मेरे app में. You don't even need to pay to see QBS. Because I really want to spread this message that please invest in good companies. Okay, so that is the power of QBS. Because next slide है कुछ खत्म हो गया. Today is over, right? It's already 7. Yeah. So this is not important. Fine. Okay, this is NPA we've already covered. Yes, Mr. Venkat, you had a question. 2-3 questions before we end the day.
So the good example is the Reliance. You said that it is having the free cash flow, but you said it's also having the debit. Is this contradictory?
They're having free cash flow? They don't have free cash flow.
They don't have it?
There's no free cash flow.
Maybe I'm mistaken.
There is no free cash flow. Your free cash flow is negative only.
Because of the capex.
Sorry?
Because of the capex.
Because of the capex, yes. Did you learn about free cash flow? Was it interesting?
Yes.
So what do we mean by the negative free cash flow? That the company needed that type of money?
No. The free cash flow is nothing but savings. अगर मोट भाषा में पूछेंगे मोहन जी, कमाने के बाद घर में कितना रुपया पड़ा है, उसको बोलते हैं. जो जिस नेगेटिव क्या करे उसको फ्री कैश फ्लो बोलते हैं. सेविंग्स.
नहीं, नेगेटिव का क्या मतलब है सर? फ्री कैश फ्लो नेगेटिव.
नेगेटिव मतलब केपेक्स ज्यादा लेट. केपेक्स मतलब वो पैसा कमाया लेकिन उसको केपेक्स में खर्चा कर दिया, कैपिटल लगा के.
पर सर कैपिटल में लगाया तो that may be the intention is to increase the productivity, increase the.
इसीलिए तो हम लोग को कंपनी चाहिए जिसके पास घर में अलग से रुपया पड़ा है, क्योंकि कभी भी कोई भी इमरजेंसी आता है. अभी कोविड आया, करेक्ट? टीसीएस ने सैलरी बढ़ाया, कितने कंपनी को तो हालत खराब होगी क्योंकि उसके पास पैसा था. तो जिस कंपनी के पास फ्री कैश फ्लो होता है उसको इकोनॉमी का कोई लिंक नहीं.
पर सर जो कैपिटल इंटेंसिव इंडस्ट्री होता है लाइक रिलायंस, they need to update their capital investment.
कल सिखाएंगे. इसीलिए कैपिटल इंटेंसिव कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. I will teach you tomorrow.
Okay.
I will teach you long term में don't invest in capital intensive companies. So tomorrow I will teach you sector analysis जब आपको समझ में आ जाए.
Sir, apologies, my mistake, sir. I've seen wrongly. I thought it was positive.
Yeah.
My mistake.
No problem. Anybody else has questions?
So how do you arrive at hold with caution or buy with caution?
I told you now that we buy with caution is companies which is below top 500. It is low market cap companies.
And
buy with caution is कि कंपनी अच्छी है लेकिन वो कंपनी छोटी है.
ठीक है.
तो खरीदिए लेकिन डर के खरीदिए. So that is the only difference in buy with caution.
And what about hold with caution?
Hold with caution तो बहुत खराब है. मतलब होल्ड करिए बट डरिए, वो कंपनी में कहीं ना कहीं लॉस है या बहुत खराब QBS है, होल्ड करिए लेकिन बहुत डर के होल्ड करिए. इट इज बेसिकली सेल ओनली, होल्ड विद कॉशन. Basically sell. It is really, really bad.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question on this quarterly results. You said two things. One is just quarter on quarter, QOQ and YOY, right?
Y and Y is important. Q and Q is not important.
Okay. We always see that one quarter. If you're churning, if you're using the quarterly investment, you always see the one quarter. And this YOY, suppose the YOY, like you explained in the S-Bank example, the first one, the YOY was negative, but still the quarter was positive. And second one, also that the YOY was negative and it was positive. And third one, the YOY and the quarterly, both are negative, right? So here the YOY, are we taking, are we considering it anywhere in our analysis in the QBS, YOY?
Obviously, they will get zero if there is a degrowth, and if they give a loss, they will get -1.
Okay.
Obviously, it is there in QBS. It has to be there, and is also in strong buy. If they minus, then they will not be in strong buy. They will go into hold or sell automatically. So we have coded everything.
So it means that the YOY is negative and the quarter result is positive, then also I can consider it as hold. It could go hold. Okay.
Yes.
Sir, after
carried by quarterly results.
So after quarterly result, in how much time the app gets updated? Means the result get updated in that
24 hours.
24 hours.
Any final question, friends?
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah. In case of Reliance, if the Aramco deal is finalized, what will be your projection for Reliance?
No projection. Sell.
Okay. Thank you.
When I have so many good companies, why should I invest in Reliance? Reliance लड़की देखने में सुंदर है, लेकिन अंदर में खराबी है गिरीश जी.
But even though it has come out from a very low prices to the highest price of 2,300.
वही तो प्राइस देखेंगे ना, कभी-कभी सुंदर चीज बहुत कभी-कभी बढ़ जाती है, बाद में बहुत तकलीफ देती है. Please understand, you are focusing on return, I am focusing on risk. The difference between you, Girish, and me is, I want to reduce the risk, you want to increase the return. That is the difference I am teaching, and you want return focus.
I understand, sir. Whatever you say is a correct thing. We do know, right? In case of Reliance, I already sold my shares at 2,200. After getting 2,300, I thought that now the company will just making money out of the other people. They are investing in the Jio. That's why the company has shown this much price on the index. And most probably it is managing the Nifty. Mukesh Bhai is just playing with the Nifty. Isn't it?
कुछ नहीं करता है सर. हम बता रहे हैं, now it is not possible. Don't go into all that.
Okay.
India market is highly matured, highly tested. These things are not possible now in the Indian market. It was possible 5-10 years before, not today, not possible.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
It happens होता है, but बहुत कम होता है. मतलब बदमाशी नहीं होती है. Manipulation करिए, सब मत जाइए सर इस सब में. आप confuse हो जाएंगे गिरीश भाई.
Right, sir.
Simple चीज सिखा रहा है, follow करिए, अच्छा पैसा कमाएंगे.
I understand. That's why I joined your course.
Okay, any other final questions?
No, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anybody else? Final questions, friends? Okay, friends, thank you very much. How was the day? Did you like it?
Thank you, sir.
You have the video on. Can I see everybody? Can you share your feedback? Mr. Prateek, कैसा लगा आपको?
Awesome, sir. It was awesome. Your knowledge is far ahead of others, and what we get with you is that you know, it's a consolidation of everyone's knowledge in Shailesh Saraf and his. So it's amazing and so much to learn from you. And this change that, you know, from returns to risk management is the most important thing. And first of all, identifying the right stock itself is such a difficult task.
Right.
You know, there are hundreds of researchers and fund manager together will find such kind of stock. But in your app, we have got it, you know, so easily. So as you rightly mentioned, no, 20 years ki nichod isme hai. And that also, you know, quality nichod is very difficult to find. Very nice.
Thank you, Pratik ji.
Thank you, sir.
कल हम लोग कल परसों रिटर्न में फोकस करेंगे. 2 दिन रिस्क पे फोकस किया, रिटर्न में फोकस करेंगे. क्योंकि आप लोग को रिटर्न चाहिए ना, सब लोग को रिटर्न उसमें बात करेंगे. डोंट वरी, आई एम अ बैलेंस्ड पर्सन. मोहन जी, कैसा लगा आपको?
बहुत बढ़िया सर, बहुत बढ़िया. फर्स्ट टाइम सर प्राइस की ट्रेडिंग तो बहुत बार करी है, पर आई डोंट नो द फंडामेंटल आल्सो हैव दिस टाइप ऑफ पावर.
बहुत पावर है सर, बहुत पावर है फंडामेंटल. राकेश जी, एनी व्यूज? राकेश जी, कैसा लगा आपको?
बढ़िया लगा सर. अब वेट कर रहे हैं कि कैपिटल ग्रोथ के साथ रिटर्न भी होएगा तो बस मजा आ जाएगा.
आज से रिटर्न के बारे में बात करेंगे, रिटर्न कैसे बनाएंगे.
ठीक है सर, बढ़िया है. Capital growth is also equally important for, you know.
Definitely.
At age like me, when you invest in market, you do expect not only everyday return, but you.
But ये वाले स्टॉक में मैं ये भी बता देता हूँ, ये जो मैं कॉन्सेप्ट है, से 12 से 15% रिटर्न आएगा with मैनेजमेंट ऑफ रिस्क. कल तो आपको सिखाएंगे हाउ टू ब्रिंग 25-30% रिटर्न, वो सिखाएंगे आपको.
Oh, that's great.
मतलब ये जो PS से 12 से 15% रिटर्न आएगा, लॉस नहीं होगी. कल हम आपको दिखाएंगे 15 से हम 25 कैसे पहुंचे.
That will be for short term return of that kind.
No, all 1 year returns, all 1 year. All are 1 year returns. All annual returns.
And after this 4-day session, I think we should be able to decide which strategy to buy from.
Yeah, we'll teach you that. करेंगे ना सर. मेरा पूरा strategy is based on returns only ना.
Yeah. ठीक है. Thank you.
Anybody else? अच्छा लगा सब लोग को? Mr. Zahir?
That's fantastic.
Yes, sir. Knowledge is power. So you're imparting that. So thanks.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.